I need that. We'll talk about that after this run.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He trying to play with my heart, y'all. We got shit to talk about because I need him to do this shit.
ain't nobody playing with his
No,
heart.
I'm just saying. You know how
Ain't
I feel.
nobody playing with
We'll
his
talk
heart.
about this afterwards. Now ain't the time. Listen, y'all, we made it again.
Well, last week we had some personal issues that needed to be attended to, but
I had no personal issues.
I did.
Oh yeah, he had personal issues. Man, I was working like a dog.
Yeah, we work for the reasons that we work for, so But it's good to be back with y'all. It's good to be here. It's good to see y'all. We're gonna get right into it. It's been a good week. Despite everything that we went through, everything was cool.
Yeah, I ain't tripping. My birthday next week. For y'all who don't know, October. Wait, is it next week? October 15th? Yeah.
Yeah, it's next week.
Next week, my birthday.
No, week after next actually, because the 14th is Monday.
So that Tuesday.
That Tuesday, yeah.
Nigga will be at work.
Yep, you're supposed to be at work.
For your birthday?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to take that day for your birthday now.
No, not necessarily.
Who told you that?
I work on my birthday.
That's your business.
Shit.
That's your business. You ain't supposed to go in on your birthday now.
Why
But
not?
It's each his own. It's how people see it. I'm not gonna say nothing. You choose to work. You choose to work. I might. I know I probably will. Easy. Damn. So I got a question asked from a woman.
We gonna get into that first then and see how that.
Yeah,
goes.
get out the way. She wanted to know.
No, what? What would she like to know from the expert?
She actually wanted to know two things. She said, does a guy know when I'm that person you want to pursue? How would I know that guy wants to pursue me? Like I'm what that
So
person.
in other words, she's asking, how do you know if a person shows interest?
Yeah, if I'm into you
if
and
they
I'm
into
digging you
or not.
And I told her, well, there's many ways you can look at this.
Okay.
Do I call you and text you? I'm trying to, be around your presence a lot more. Like, hey, let's go do this. Oh, let's do this. Hey, I'm coming over. I'm in the area. You want to go? I told him you don't want to make it look like you're desperate. Just put it like that.
It depends on your definition of desperate. Because I say this, there are people out there who I can't say desperate, but what I can say is that they learn. For me, like, it's not desperate. If I'm chasing you, I'm chasing you.
No, I'm not talking about on the man's part. I'm talking about on her.
How does she know a guy wants her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, day one, he's going to have to show some type of interest. I mean, if he's showing up.
Now, here's the problem we had. She said, I thought I knew that a guy had interest, and he did all the things I said, but then next thing you know, he's sleeping with her. He talking to another girl and another girl. I was like, it's a flip of the coin. It's a flip of the coin.
Why would you say it's a flip of the coin?
Because the times we live in, let's start with that. The times we live in, you just don't know who's who, what is what. If he's an alien under the cloak, like, you just don't fucking know. And you're playing Russian roulette to try to figure out, is this person genuine? Does he mean it? Is he trying to rumble in the sheets, or he just wants me for what I got? So it's a flip of the coin. I was like, number one, I've told you, if you've had this many issues, I'm trying to figure out if someone's genuine or wants you, that means your decision making is horrible.
No, that doesn't mean your decision.
Yes, it is. If you keep getting the same type of guy, baby, that's you.
I wouldn't say
I can't blame the guy no more. I gotta blame you. You're the picker. You picking.
No. You can't say that they picking, right?
Well,
See,
you're being allowed to be picked.
so here's the thing. A guy is only gonna show you what you want to see. Right?
Go ahead.
So if it's just me coming out and I'm chasing after you, right? Clearly there's something that I like about you for me to chase after you.
But you're being chased no matter. Still, you're not gonna know what that person really want from you.
No, you don't.
You could be playing Russian roulette. Maybe he's not a sleaze bag. Maybe we can have a good time. Maybe we can go out and, well, yeah, he seemed genuine and even. No, you don't fucking know that for sure. You do not know, and you're playing Russian roulette. And I told her, well, when you find someone that's exhibiting behaviors like the last guy who stuffed you out, you somewhat gotta be selective. Like, you gotta, I'm not gonna say hold out, be an asshole and all that, but for the time being, there's nothing wrong with being standoffish.
True that.
Nothing wrong.
You can be standoffish.
And what I mean by that, I mean, man, take your time, because you don't have to turn around and have to be, well, no, maybe I gonna be with her. Maybe she don't want me. Maybe no, I shouldn't have to be like that. You know, I shouldn't have to second fiddle, second get. Well, maybe, just maybe. No, that shit suck. It suck. So no, you have to be a little bit standoffish, not an asshole. Or you want to go out? Let's go out. I got little things to do. I somewhat make a test.
What do you mean by make a test?
Make a test.
What's up, Nick? You been MIA for a minute. I don't know where you been,
What's going on?
Ain't much going on.
Make a test, and this goes for men too. Make a test. Man, I gotta go wash my car. Yeah, I gotta get in there, detail my car. Oh, really? I'll come help you. Poof, there it is. Cause niggas are trying to fuck. Sometimes they ain't trying to go through all that hassle.
Well, see here, but that entails another question that you just said. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Is it wrong to sleep on the first date? Remember what we said?
Yeah.
Remember what we said?
Yeah.
But that goes back to what we just said just did.
Well, if somebody really wants to chase you, they're gonna do the necessary. For instance, when I wanted my wife, I really wasn't trying to chase until afterwards, because my wife did the chasing.
You think so?
No, my wife did the chasing, for real. Because I didn't want a relationship. I just had a baby. I'm not with the mother. You keep that shit. I don't want it. You were there. Hey, I just want to fuck. I don't care about nothing else. Man, have a good time. Go on about my business. But in the midst of doing all of that, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the midst of doing all of that, I got a new form of.
You got pumped fade by twig, waited for your ass to.
Is it?
My bad.
Yeah,
you know how they do.
Yeah, in the midst of doing all that, I told I didn't want that, but my wife was so persistent. She got me. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes, if someone is persistent, man, you.
So here's my problem.
It just depends on the
Here's
person.
my problem with being chased and knowing what you want, rather, if that's what you want to say. You said, how does a person know when they're being chased or
pursued? Well, how do you know that is genuine? That is real?
First off, the first thing I could tell you is that if you meet the person in the club, 9 times out of 10, it's not genuine.
That's not true. All
That
the
is
time.
that's true.
Not in the
That's
club.
true.
I won't say
because
that.
if I meet you in the club, you in the club and I'm in the club, we there for the same thing.
Yeah, we looking for somebody. We looking for somebody.
No, we not looking for just for somebody.
I'm looking for somebody to flip that coin, and baby, I'm gonna flip that coin on you. Hopefully, it lands on heads.
Okay.
Shit, I can take tails from you too.
But again, that's what you're there for. Now, say
You can find true love in the club.
who told you that? I know
You-
Usher made the song "Love in the Club," but at the end of the day, you ain't finna. That's not what's finna.
You
happen.
can find true love in the club. It ain't too late.
No. My thing is, if you in the club, you looking for the same thing that y'all all looking for the same thing. You trying to get you trying to have a freak off party. Let's just call it what it is.
A Diddy part? Listen, no. Listen, ain't even about that.
But
Off subject.
But when you do though, you do that. So if you say like, okay, I'll give you an example. I got this friend, right? And she tells me all the time, I'm gonna put on my little sundress, I'm gonna go into Publix, and I'm gonna find me a man that can cook. Because if you go into Publix, right?
You either got money.
You got money and you know what you're doing. Yeah, for $40 you can find true love in the club.
Man,
Rock,
hey,
behave.
man.
We not doing that.
Man, that nigga crazy. For $40, you can go down to Terra Boulevard, get anything you're looking
You
for.
said the percentage is lower. That's true.
For what?
But again, finding love in the club for $40.
That's not true.
For $40.
You can find love on Terra Boulevard for $40. That same chick on that damn corner for $40 every time you see her. You got the 40. It gonna keep going and going. Baby, you know what? Give me 20. We good today. Make it 20 today. After the 20, you know what? Keep your money, baby. I don't even want it. I like your time.
So you're going to get you a streetwalker.
Hey, that's where it's at this point. That's where it's at. That's where it's at. $20 get you everything. $40 get you everything you're looking for. He right. $40 get you everything you're looking for. But listen to me and listen to me good. Why spend that 40 in the club when you can go down to Terra Boulevard and get everything you can ask for without the hassle? I don't gotta talk to you, baby. He go there 40.
Well, we talking about
Motel 8.
We talking about a relationship. We ain't just talking about no.
You can get true love out of one of them hoes out the goddamn shit for $40. You sure can. You sure can. It's just gonna be low rent, and you that's it. And you really. If you thought you were playing Russian roulette then, you really playing it now. That's like saying someone told me, I had another question asked me, this is the second question now. Can I be a stripper and find love?
Oh, so he's saying no. He said, overall, you can meet someone in the club, but not likely for long term.
Oh yeah, it just depends. It depends. It just depends on the people. Second question. The girl said, if I were, because she was a dancer, she danced. She said, you think it's possible to find true love? And I said, baby, no.
Why?
No.
Why not?
baby.
So you saying she couldn't find true love, or you?
No.
Or you can't find true love, period?
No, baby, you ain't gonna find nobody, baby. Just go ahead and call it. Because the moment they find out what you do.
No, I don't think so.
What?
I don't
you
think
get
so.
your ass grabbed on
Let me explain something.
24 hours of the day.
There are guys who are in relationship with dancers. Let's be clear.
And ask them how they feel at the end of the night.
They cool.
Shit.
The ones that I talked
Shit.
to, because I had asked this question to somebody one time before. Could you date a stripper?
Can you date a porn star?
Yeah.
No, I can't date no porn star. I can't do that shit open.
But here's the thing though. For you to even say you wouldn't,
it's a job. Are you gonna tell me it's a job?
it's a job. It is. That's a job.
It's
bro.
a job.
Yes.
Dick in your mouth is a job.
That means, let me explain something to you.
Nine times
out of 10, a porn star is married to another porn star.
No,
they're not married to.
No, I'll show you. I saw a documentary with that. Well, yes and no, and I was like, That normal guy. One of the guy was a camera guy, and he used to get mad every time I watched film. And
but hold on,
like,
but that's now see, you don't put your situation like that. That's all. That's a him issue.
Yeah.
Because you knew what you signed up for.
Cause my boy, you gotta leave that. Cause then
No.
Now, can you imagine?
No, he signed up for that.
Okay, cool.
You knew, because one, if you're a cameraman and you have to watch this, you already knew before you even stepped foot in there what she do. Yeah, there are some. That's what I'm saying.
But that's the Mohicans.
No,
like
it's
they
not.
shit. Right, I'm not gonna lie to you. Can you imagine she don't fuck like 50 she don't fuck like 50 niggas. Now she come home to you talking about, oh baby, let's get it on. Hell no, I'm not doing that. You don't have 15 cream pies, 5 face shots, 3 throat pies, and you talking about, oh, let's fuck. We not fucking tonight, baby. I think I'm cold tonight. I think I'm cold tonight. I'm not in the mood. I'm just not in the mood tonight.
But that's gonna be you every day though.
Oh yeah, you gonna have to be.
What's the purpose of being married then?
You're gonna have to leave her. That's what that guy in that documentary did. He can't take it.
But that was his fault though too.
No, they did multiple people. One was a camera guy. Another one was a regular guy.
In another person's defense, I'm gonna keep it 100. He knew what he signed up for, and he couldn't deal with that. So
yeah, she did. But ask that regular guy how he feel. No, Jasmine, motherfucking. Not saying I know her. Jasmine, if y'all check my content, I did a thing. She got married and found the Lord. That's great for her. I love it. Y'all go check my TikTok because I did a video on this actually, and she found the Lord. What's her name? Jasmine. Damn, she's on my shit. I don't want to end my video. I have Jasmine something. She found the Lord, and well, the guy said I'm willing to accept everything. She got all the skeletons and files. That's a lot of skeletons she got. A lot. She fucked 25 niggas in one day. That shit wrong. That's wrong.
But again, you know what you signed up for, Jasmine Cashmere.
Yeah, she found the Lord. But don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with finding the Lord. Because I don't want to make this a thing like, this nigga got a problem with the Lord. No, I ain't got nothing wrong with the Lord. For y'all people throwing the book at me. All I'm saying is, damn, that's a lot of skeletons in that hole she got.
But again,
God damn.
Again, here's what I'm about to say.
If you're a strong man, you'll look past it.
Yeah, you can do
Put it like that. You're a strong man.
It takes a lot to be in a certain mindset.
But that bitch hard though.
No, it's not.
Come on, no, you gotta give me that now.
No,
that bitch hard.
No, that's not hard.
That's hard.
I mean, that's just like it's
to accept everything. That's hard.
But if you love a person and you accept it all.
Yeah, but it still doesn't make it less hard.
No.
I can accept
that. Makes it easier.
If I married you,
because if I know that this is your primary source of income, and I see it all the time with a lot of other people that do stuff like that.
Is he watching the video?
Huh?
Is he watching?
He might be.
That's a sick man. He's sick.
No, because there are people who like to see their better half with other people.
White folk.
No, black folk.
What black folk?
I can prove it.
That shit's sick.
I can prove it.
That shit's sick.
That's not sick. That's just
white folk.
That's just what people. That's the type of things that people have.
The white folk like that shit.
But
that's what you get a Diddy party. And another thing, and now that we on.
Nah, don't equate that to strength.
I'm gonna say this. We'll move past it.
Yeah, but since you said Diddy, I want.
No, I'll make it clear.
You must got something. You got something to say too.
I'm gonna make it clear to all my people who's watching, listening, and grasping. Listen, this is the wrong time to own baby oil. If you own baby oil, go ahead, take it back to Costco, take it back to wherever you got it from. This is the wrong time to own.
Well, no, hold on. He said Will Smith. You right. Will Smith wasn't a strong man though.
I told you.
She broke that nigga down though at that table. And
that nigga was hurt. He was hurt. Listen here, and I'm glad you brought up Will Smith. Thank you. Will? That's his name? Will?
Nah, that's
Rock.
That's Rock.
Rock, listen to me. Rock, listen. when that man sat at that table, and he sat at that table, everybody was saying, "Oh, he's so calm," and he seemed like he accepted it. You don't see the tears in that nigga eyes? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh no!
Yeah, and you're right. There are cucks who get off on that and even invite it. Yes, there are. There are people who like to sit in the room and watch their better half get dead.
Who?
They are. I'm serious.
Where? White.
No.
White folk.
No.
I ain't never seen no nigga do that.
Okay.
I can tell you this nigga right here. I'm not sitting through that. Who? Who wife? No, I gotta take. No.
So I'm gonna say this, and this is not incriminating, but back in my other days,
You a weird individual.
no, there was a place on Fulton Industrial called the Trapeze.
What you doing in there?
Don't worry, mind your business, young man.
Okay. Okay.
On Fulton Industrial, and most people, if you know, you know. It's a place where couples go
What you doing in
to
there?
meet with other couples and meet with singles who are readily available to do the deed.
Swinging? No, can't get out of that. The Lord said don't go in there. The Lord said you can't be in there.
Why not?
That's what you gotta ask the Lord that shit. Don't ask me. The Lord said you can't be in there. The Lord said one woman. Well,
No, Nick, no. You say
Thank you.
You say mostly
Thank
white.
you.
I can show you differently.
Thank you. Someone's agreeing with me finally. No, niggas ain't doing that shit. Like white folk.
No, you could
That's
go. You could
white
go.
folk.
You could go to the Trapeze.
Is it still open?
They just closed because they got a new place called the Kaleidoscope coming out.
How the hell do you know that?
Don't worry about. I'm
Okay.
a very well traveled person.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. No, that's white folk, man. White folk know
But
that shit,
no,
man.
I can show you.
Diddy's the only exception right now.
No, I can show you. I'll show you better after.
That shit weird.
After the show is over, I will show you better.
Normal black folk
But-
ain't doing that
But
shit.
no, yes, but there's
I bet you a white person coerced them to do it.
No.
Bullshit. Where they get the idea from? Bullshit. Ain't no black man walking around here. You know what? I would love to see my girlfriend get fucked. I would love that. Yeah. And then go on to my wife and tell her, baby, you feel like getting fucked by another man? No, black folk ain't doing that.
But what if I would tell you this though, right?
Black folk ain't doing that.
I don't want to make the show all about this because I can see it could literally be like this the whole time.
This
but I don't
shit
want
crazy.
But
From baby oil to being fucked. That shit crazy.
But there are issues where there are times where you will see two white people, right? And they want the white guy would want the white woman to get dead.
I've seen that. And the niggas that do that shit, you gotta. I don't like to be. Hey, look, I'm not no porn star. If you want me to fuck your wife, whatever. You can't. Wow, you put the tape up, nigga. I don't be in the room. Rod,
But
you in the room with me.
speaking of
that shit weird.
Speaking of Diddy and his 50,000 accusations that he got going on right now.
I don't believe he did it.
Actually, I do.
Maybe the weird shit. Maybe the fucking. Yeah, he probably fucked. But hey,
hold
those
on.
adults, man.
Hold
those
on.
adults. Those adults.
Here's the problem with that.
I don't believe it.
And this is a bit of a conspiracy theory, so you can put your tinfoil hat on and listen. I had to do my research, right? So I was on the phone with my brother, and we talk about a little bit of everything. And he would say, "I'm finna send you some pictures, and you're gonna be surprised when you send them to me." He said, "Why do you think they went after Diddy so hard all of a sudden? What is your thing?"
It's not over. No.
Why do you think?
No, it's multiple.
No.
Why.
What is your main reason you think they went after?
It's multiple. Well, we still got.
Give me one or two reasons, and then I see where you at.
Well, excuse me. We still got the accusations from people like Jaguar Wright that's been saying he's been doing this and that with no proof. We still got the conspiracy fact that he so-called had something to do with Biggie and Tupac's murder, and they're now finally catching up to it. And because of the bodyguard has been saying this and that, mind you.
What if I told you it was none of the above?
You still got the lick. You got the point that he's trying to buy some type of company off, and
What if I told you it wasn't even that? What if I told you something bigger?
Go ahead.
So, when the accusations first started coming out, and I had to dig, it took me a little bit of time to dig up all these facts, but there was a dancer who worked for Diddy.
Oh, the girl.
No, not the ones from Danity Kane.
No, I know that. The girl. No, he had a lot of people dancing for
You good.
He had a lot of people dancing for him, actually.
But
if we talking about the same person, I'll let you finish.
No. I don't know. I know her last name is English, right? And she came out once all this stuff was said and was like, you know, there were some really high class people that was at these parties. Like high class. And I'm going to say a few names.
Don't say them. Because if they call to me, I'm going to say it's you.
No, but I can show you where I seen the documents at. One was Al Sharpton.
Oh, no, he guilty as hell. He in there. TDJ.
No, he wasn't on that list.
That motherfucker on that list.
He's not on. No, this was from this particular person.
Oh.
So she said damn, I wish I still had it pulled up. Hold on, I think I got it still.
I'm here to tell you the jig is up for a lot of people. Usher, gone.
No, it wasn't
Mary
Usher.
J. Blige, gone.
No, okay. So this was actually 2 days ago. There was a dancer, her last name is English, and she said she gave a list of people. This list included Diana Ross.
No! She in there too? She poking them niggas too? That shit crazy.
Al Sharpton.
I believe it.
Let's see, who else was in there? Ja Rule.
In the room?
Busta Rhymes. She basically said when she did the acts that she did.
Give all the names.
The acts that she did, they took place in a separate room away from the party, where she noticed Busta Rhymes, Ja Rule, Al Sharpton, Diana Ross, and others, including Donald J. Trump.
Oh, well, like I said, he in there.
Now, hold on.
This get deep.
Hold on. Now, why do you think all of a sudden they pressed him so hard after the fact? Why do you think they went so hard to get to Diddy, knowing that who's running for president right now?
Hey.
It's like I said, it's a
Cuba Good, yeah, Stevie J.
So, but again, though, you think I'm saying this because of the whole Donald Trump angle with him running for.
It's just a lot of.
It's a lot of names.
It's a lot of angles, a lot of names, a lot of conspiracies. Listen.
I mean, the biggest one, though, if you really sit here and think about it, let's be clear. There's nothing bigger than running for president of the United States and your name pops up on one of these party lists.
Well, I'm not going to lie to you.
Not to mention,
I'm not going to lie to you.
He's on Epstein's list. He's on Weinstein's list. Right?
I'm not going to lie to you. You still have... Which, like I said, all conspiracies, of course. We just...
Yeah, it's just speculation, but personally...
I'm here to tell you, the jig is up. The jig is up. Mary J. Blige, gone. Usher, gone.
Why do you think they deleted all their Twitters and stuff?
They gone. They gone. Usher, gone. Jay-Z, Beyonce, gone.
Yeah, it's a lot. But I found that one interesting. After my brother told me that, I was like, nah, I gotta
Have you seen Jaguar Wright?
No, I haven't.
Have you seen some of her stuff?
He's the Black Epstein.
Now, here's my thing.
Epstein was flying people out to an island, though. Come on now. You can't beat that.
Oh, speaking of island, you forgetting the one that ran away. Russell Simmons.
Yeah, because you can't extradite.
Oh, he on the list. Listen. Can we prove it?
My thing is, here's my problem.
Do you believe it?
Do I believe they had parties and stuff like that? I do. But
is it a crime?
That's the problem. I don't see the crime part is if you willingly took place
in fucking
minors, because that's what it's about. That's the problem.
I don't believe nobody was.
I don't think they was like that. I just think he had these big old parties.
And people came.
And were people having in other rooms? Sure.
Was it
what house party you don't know where that takes place? Let's look at movies where you've had house parties and that takes place. You had house party. Superbad. Let's be clear. You knew what
Superbad. They were fucking in each room.
American Pie movies. I mean, just
Project X.
Project X.
And that was nothing but fucking in there.
So that's nothing new to have sex at a party. But to sit here and say, because the guy who's running the investigation saying we're going against all these things. But here's the thing:
sex trafficking.
If he was doing that, right? If he was, they didn't know, you can't hold them liable for it. Because Diddy threw parties all the time. So that wasn't nothing new. Now the problem comes in.
Did he know?
Did they know he was sex trafficking? Because a lot of times there's people who do businesses that runs a business.
The party?
No, I wouldn't say out of the party. No, I don't think he was running out the party.
I don't think he was doing it at all. I believe the fucking going on. I believe that part. Hey, it's a party. Things get wild. The cocaine come out. Hey, one person on top of the chandelier. Now he passed out. They fucking him in the back room. Listen, that's a party. Now, mind you, weird? Yes. Fucking weird? Absolutely. But I don't see the sex trafficking. I don't see the RICO charge.
I think more of it is they can't get him for Biggie's murder.
Thank you. He didn't. I don't believe it.
I don't think because they couldn't get him for Biggie's murder.
Now that's it. But now hold on now.
With everything that's coming out, maybe.
Now hold on now.
But I feel like he has. Well, not Biggie, but Pac.
I think now with that though,
you can't pin it on him unless Keefy D literally comes out and says.
But he said it. He said that he has something to do. He said he has something to do with both of them.
But he has to be able to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I don't have to prove it no more.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. Why do you think they're checking him now? That, mind you, his security guard to keep. Now, here's my thing about him. He said, I seen it. I know it. No one can say I had nothing. Nigga, you still partake and seen it. You still seen it.
He was drugging people with horse tranquilizers and randomly had them placed in others' drinks.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm on the end of it where I feel as if.
And me being from New York is just knowing how them people are. I just don't see. Now the sex happened. It happened. He wanna fuck a man or flip a man. Flip the women. It's a party. It's whatever.
You're doing a lot of flipping with all that baby oil they found. Let's be clear.
Now, come on now, the baby oil.
You're doing a lot of flipping and slipping and sliding.
Now here's what I was telling you guys earlier. This is a wrong time to own baby oil. The wrong time. You cannot own baby oil right now.
You can't even let nobody see you with baby oil.
No, someone was at my job. They pull out baby oil to put in their hands and said, no, you got to throw that away. You can't. This is a rough time to have baby oil because I'm going to assume that you are doing things that you got no business doing. It is what it is. Do I believe he did that? No. Do I believe weird shit don't went on? Absolutely. Someone getting flipped, Meek Mill, flipped like a...
Michelle, who might be Michael, getting flipped.
And I feel sorry for Meek though. He taking it. He taking it the worst.
I mean, whoever Michael is was getting flipped that night by Shannon. Because here's the thing. Someone had to show me.
And you know that was planned? I believe it now.
No.
Because now all of a sudden, you got a Blue Chew ready to for consumption to advertise.
But he was always talking about that, though. That Rohim or whatever it was called. He had always been talking about that.
Now
here's the problem, though.
Now you showing it.
Here's the problem, though, with that, right? And here's the funny thing about it, what I'm finna say.
I love Shannon, but Shannon planned that.
Here's what I'm finna say, though. But if you go back and I want y'all to go back and listen to the audio and listen carefully. Your facial expression about I don't know if I can listen to it again. But no, you need to listen to it again because if there's a part where he's telling the person, hey, you know, it was that part where he said, you know what you signed up for, and you hear the voice of the person, and the person sounds like a man, and it says, yes, sir. I can show you better than I can tell you.
I don't need to see that. I like Shannon Sharp.
So Michelle might be Michael.
I like Shannon Sharp. I'm not gonna say I like Shannon Sharp. I want him to interview me one day. I'm gonna say that nigga planned it. I ain't gonna say it's a man. I don't think it's a man.
We also dealt with a lot last week. We lost a lot of good people in this world.
Damn, everybody named Mama dying, ain't they?
We lost John Amos.
We talked about that.
No, we didn't talk about him last week. We didn't have a show last week, sir.
No,
he died last week. No, the dad from Good Times. That was last week.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That was last week. We lost him.
Damn.
We lost the Kimbe last week. We lost a lot of good people last week, and it sucks. You know, losing and Mutombo was one of my favorites. He was. He might not have an offensive presence, but his defensive presence was so good to have on the court. He was a big man. It was just the stuff that I think the stuff that he did off the court made him even a bigger person.
No, it's good.
With everything that he did. So he will be missed. I'm pretty sure that 55 will be hanging from the Raptors.
Oh yeah.
It will be hanging from the Raptors at some point this time this year.
Or if it ain't already is.
Nah, they'll probably do a ceremony when they hang it.
So since we on basketball, damn.
Well, the debut last night was good.
For who?
for Bronny and LeBron. They debut was nice to actually see it happen.
What you mean? How many points he got?
It wasn't. See, there you go. I'm not talking about that. My problem. See, that's my problem with you.
How many points he got?
It's not about points for me for this. What he produced?
What you mean?
It wasn't about points for me.
This is what it is.
No,
this is a showing of what's the season to come.
Okay, so
and that nigga didn't produce.
I'm not mad about it.
Man, send that nigga to the D League. Stop playing.
It's not about producing for me for that. I'm not looking at it that way.
So what?
I'm not looking at it that way again.
So what is the purpose of preseason?
To get acclimated with your real team.
What else?
That's it.
No, so you can see what your season is going to look like.
No, that's not preseason.
Bullshit.
That's not preseason.
Detroit had their preseason, and guess what it looked like? So you can see what it's gonna look like when they lose. And you saw it exactly in the first half, 20-2.
Who, Detroit?
To the Bucks.
I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, I'm a watcher.
I'm invested in basketball.
See, with him, it's football. Me, it's basketball. 20-2.
I'm invested in basketball to a certain extent because of my home team.
Man, get rid of it.
I'm not getting rid of the Hawks.
No.
And I'm not getting rid of football. So don't you?
No,
start.
I'm cool. No, we need to go ahead get rid of Detroit. It ain't it. I saw it 20-2. So
I will go back and look at it.
So that's what. No, that's where it started. Preseason is to see what your season's gonna look like. See what rotations, what things you need to fix. Hey, teammates getting a little gelling in.
But see, here's the thing though. I think
and LeBron James and his son.
No,
LeBron James did good. The son did horrible.
But here's the thing though. I'm not expecting anything out of him.
What you mean?
I'm not expecting anything out of Bronny.
Then why you sign him?
We know why he was signed.
Okay, then.
Don't play that.
So I expect you to get out there and get me points.
No, that wasn't why he was signed.
Okay.
That was not why Bronny was signed.
Yeah, because he hit daddy. But his daddy out there pushing a false narrative. He out there telling people, yeah, I saw my son at 5 shoot through the lane and went through a few defenders. No, you didn't, nigga. Stop lying. You know that nigga didn't do that. No, I just feel like when are we gonna say, okay, maybe this is not the best fit for you right now. We have to send you to the D League.
No, because they put him on there for a reason. And the
Yeah,
reason,
because of your daddy.
exactly, and that's the only reason. They're not. I don't even think they worried about him contributing that way.
No. See, they're pushing the narrative, and here's where it hurts him, and it sucks. It hurts him because now you're expecting him to be like his father. Because that's all you hear. Well, LeBron James is. Well, if he anything like his father, he's nothing like his father because he's not. He's not his father. Taking it from someone who's been through it, where my father plays basketball. My father played and still do. And as a kid, my uncles are, you'll never play like your father. That shit used to eat me up alive because I want to be better. So I can understand he's probably going through, well, damn, I get that's my dad and all, and he's, cemented a legacy, but it's my turn. This ain't, you taint him where now it's, well, if I do.
LeBron's legacy will not be tainted.
No, we're not talking about his legacy. His legacy is fine. He already did it. He already did it.
Bronny's legacy is already tainted.
It's already tainted because you got people pushing this false narrative. Because I told you, that's how I know, because I went through it when I was a kid, where you got him thinking he has to be something instead of going out there playing and having fun. Now you're putting the expectations on him to go out there, nigga, you got to give me 30.
I don't think so.
Your father can give me 30. Why can't you?
I don't think they expecting him to do that.
I tell you what. What about Michael Jordan's sons?
I don't even know what they're doing.
Exactly. They was projected to come to the NBA. That didn't work. No, you can't not do that. You cannot push this narrative. Well, he is LeBron James' son. He can do it. I know. That's not fair. Mind you, I'm not sticking up for him because I just feel like, you here now. You ain't got no choice. Because if that was the case, man, I want to go to another team, but no other team would take that up. Will take that. Take that.
They're still not going to take it.
No one's going to take that. So that's your best option. Now you have to deal the cards that's dealt. He's in a real sticky situation. You do good, it wasn't good enough. You do bad, you should have did this.
Well, he's always going to be viewed in a different light. Let's be clear, because of the fact that he is LeBron.
And don't get me wrong, I do not dislike Bronny James. I don't think he's a bust. I don't think he's a waste. I feel like he should go to the D League to adjust and do his game because he didn't have enough time to do that in college.
So here's the other thing.
That's just being fair.
Here's the other thing I have with that. I think, and I told my brother this earlier today, I felt like during the draft, when they went through the 55, you didn't even talk about 1 through 10. You went from 1 to 55 because of his name. And I told my brother, I said that was foul because you got people. Think about it, the Hawks drafted in the top 5, right?
Hawks had the number 1. No, Hawks had the number 1.
Right.
They picked the dude from no. Hawks had number 2. Yeah, Hawks had number 2, and number 1 was Washington. Damn.
Yeah, because somebody got Star. They said the Hawks should have picked up Star, but they ended up getting some dude.
Which was a stupid pick. It was. You should have picked him up, but it is
what it is. I can't, hey, we not the GM. We not the manager. We only sit and do the sideshow. But at the same time, I also feel like we have these issues where those were the top 5 picks, and you don't hear nothing about them. The only thing you hear...
Where Bronny coming?
Well, yeah, that's all.
And I can agree with you because that's not.
That was 5.
It's not fair. It's not fair to the other players.
The other 54 that came before him.
But it's also not fair to him anyway. Remind you, he's still a kid. You want him to have some type of experience of being a player. But did you see his face? Oh, y'all go back and look at when he got drafted in the 2nd round at 55. Look at his face. He wasn't having fun.
He
wasn't happy that, oh man, they finally picked me. But now you're thinking, did they pick me because of my skill?
or they pick me because of my daddy.
And that's not fair. That's not fair to him. Mind you, do I think he need to be playing his ass off? Yes, because you made it to the big leagues, and there's people that wish they was in your position. Now, mind you, is it fair that he's a kid in a man's sport trying to grasp what it's like
Bro,
to...
he's a kid playing
He's a
with giants.
kid. Like, come on. You expect him to go out there and give you 1,000 points. Year one, 1,000 points. I need 1,000 up out of you. Bronny James ain't gonna give you that. And that's why I was telling people, I feel like, to be fair to him, he has not had time to really develop. He just
they giving. I call it this. It's a phrase I coined from.
I hope you ain't about to say you want him to learn while playing.
I'm finna coin the phrase. That's what they did to Peyton in football. They threw his ass out there, and Peyton had to learn on the fly. And what happened? What happened?
But was he playing for his daddy though?
He was trying to live up to his daddy's legacy.
Was he on his daddy's team?
No, because you got to remember with football, there's
Just being fair.
Football and NBA are two different beasts.
Two different things. Yeah.
When it comes to that, but he was still living just like he lived under his dad's shadow. Eli had to live under his shadow.
But see what you did.
hold on.
They wasn't on the same, but they didn't play on the same team.
No,
I didn't get there on my daddy. Yeah, I probably did.
You did get there on your name.
Let's
be clear.
But watch this. He still had tape of him performing. He still performed.
But he
still was good.
But you remember and
he had time to develop.
But see, that's the difference. That is the major difference between that. The reason why I say only reason I'm just coining that phrase is because that's what they did to Eli when he first came into the league. Indy didn't have no starter.
But where did he go to college?
He went to Tennessee.
For how long?
4 years.
He had time to develop.
No,
right?
But here's the thing though. Football draft is different from you have to do 3 years minimum before you can go to the draft.
Yeah, you're doing one and
and college basketball is different. You do one, you do. Remember, even before then, you didn't have to do one. They really just changed that.
And
Think about it.
And I'm not like, well, no. Remember, they changed when you come straight out of high school.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not okay with this.
So you changed it from when you got LeBron straight out of high school.
Kevin
Garnett, straight out of high school. Josh Howard, straight out of high school.
Iverson.
Josh Smith, straight out. All these folks
Kobe
came straight out of high school. And they changed it because they felt like the experience is not about the experience on the court. It's more about the experience as a human being because you are still a child. So when they go to these places and, okay, for instance, Lakers got an away game here, right? They have an away game here. After the game, Bronny has to go back to the hotel if they're not getting on the plane to fly out. He has to go back to the hotel where Daddy and the rest of the team finna go hit Magic City or the Gold Club. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they're not mature enough to do that. So
I'm
it's
not
a difference.
Say mature.
No, it is no.
It's not. You can't be mature. I can't be a kid. I can't. Mind you, 18, you're not a kid. 21, you're not a kid. What I mean by a kid, I want to go out there and, hey, let me score this 20. Let's see if I can even get 15. Let's see if I can even get 12. And
I think
whatever I get from the last game, as long as I did better. But I cannot have that opportunity.
So here's the thing. Let's see what happens.
Here.
Let's see what. Here's my thing.
I say I ask for a trade.
No, you can't ask for a trade.
Yes, you can.
No,
the daddy will make it happen. If I tell my daddy, look, honestly, I love you.
But nobody's going to pick him. Nobody's going to take the trade. Bots.
No, that's all I'm saying. It's just, I'm just being for real. I'm being honest. I need to leave.
I get where you come from.
He can't be there.
It's not going to happen. That's the only reason why you're there now. So he's not going anywhere.
And it's going to suck. He's going to have the short end of the stick every time you turn.
So my next thing I want to bring up.
Oh, one more thing. We got Kyle Anthony Towns, like I told you so.
Who?
I told you we were gonna get Kyle Anthony Town.
Where
New
you
York
go?
Knicks.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We got rid of Julius Randle. That nigga out of there. I told you. The worst. I'm sorry.
So what, they traded? They traded? Well, you know, I'm always one of them ones that say a change of scenery may be good for both.
No, it was really needed for Cap. He been there for the longest. Hey, let that sinking ship lie.
Minnesota's not a sinking ship.
Okay, well, they are now.
They might be now.
Oh, they are now?
They might be now.
Oh, they are now. Or what you thought? No, they're okay. They got Michael Jordan over there.
They got Michael Jordan Jr. over there.
Yeah, they got Michael Jordan.
But hold up.
Let's see
Let's see. You said it right there.
Let's see Michael Jordan. Now watch this. Now I'll take it back. If Michael Jordan Jr. can go over there and actually take their, because you got Rudy Gobert, trash. You got Julius Randle, you're gonna shoot everything. So let's see you take your team out of a funk and take them to the playoffs.
But let's see what happens, though. That's what I'm saying.
This is his time.
That's what I said.
Ain't no supporting cast.
Exactly, and a true leader gonna take on the mantle and do what he's supposed to do.
Then if he could do that, yes.
So let's say if he gets his team back to the playoffs, right?
Get me to the playoffs and
get me to the conference fight. Get me to the conference.
No, I ain't gonna. That's asking too much.
No, it's not. To me, that's not asking too much. The reason why I say
that's too much.
No, the reason why I say that is
team's kind of stacked this year. That gonna be hard.
The reason I say that though is because remember, you just came back from Paris with shiny, and you had games where you took over. Let's be clear. Did he not?
Yeah.
So,
but he actually had a supporting cast.
But again,
that allowed him to do that.
Well, you got to think about it though. When you took the game over from a LeBron or a Steph,
okay.
So this is his look. Let's just be clear. This is his time to shine. Yes or no?
He don't got no choice. He has to take them to the finals.
I can't say finals. I said Eastern Conference. I said Eastern Conference Championship.
No, he has to take me.
No, that's Western Conference. My bad.
Yeah, he on the West.
Ugh.
So you have to take me to the playoffs and get me. If you take me to the playoffs
and get one series under your belt
and take me to round 2, okay, Michael Jordan Jr., you got my vote. Because sadly,
that's gonna be a tough.
No, it ain't gonna be tough. I'm gonna tell you.
I think they would get in the playoffs.
No, let me tell you what's gonna happen. John Morant is gonna put a stop to that, and I'm calling it now. My man is back. He done learned his lesson.
You think?
I don't care if he did. My man John Morant. Listen. So John Morant is back, right? He is back. Last year, before he got injured, they went on a 10-game winning streak after they've been losing so much, and all their team was on the injured list, and they had to pull people from the D-League to play until he got injured. A 10-game winning streak.
That ain't bad.
Now, can you imagine my whole team is back now? And now we added a big man, Edie. So Adams can have a rest. Go ahead and sit your old ass down. We got him. We good. Now we got him and Jackson.
Like I said, the NBA.
I don't say he make it to the playoffs.
You know there's like 12 spots in the playoffs, right?
8.
No, because you have your 2.
8.
You have your 2 whatchamacallit games.
No, you got 8.
You're not listening. You still have It's 8 spots.
Your play-ins? No, it's not 12. So the play-in.
Play-ins make 10. I'm sorry.
No, what the play-ins is, the play-ins are not. They're really playing to be number 8 or number 7 or number 6 and take that spot, which I do not like it. Stupid. You're taking a spot for someone who's actually earned it to get into that slot to that number 8, 1 through 8. So it ain't 12, it ain't 10. It's a cheat code to let someone who ain't been on their game.
So how do you feel about that mid-season tournament then?
Stupid as hell. For what? My bad. Who won the mid-season tournament?
Wasn't it the Lakers?
What happened?
I'm just speaking. That's why.
Did they lose?
Of course.
They lost, right? So them winning the in-game tournament and raising a banner for what? For a loser? I don't need that. I don't need no in-game tournament. I don't need no play-in Because mind you, a plan is for people who couldn't get the job done. And I'm just being honest. People don't like that. People said, no, it's for people who could not get the job done and we're giving you a second chance to rob somebody else who actually put in the work to get there. So it's a fucking joke. So it's 8, Rod. It ain't 10. It ain't 12 spots. It's 8. You got cheap people who like to cheat their way to make that spot to take it for somebody who made it.
You said cheat code.
Rod, I fought my way to number 8 at least. To lose it to a motherfucker who wasn't even mentioned? No.
That's the way that shit goes.
Bullshit. That's why I say, cap. I'm okay. I'm calling it now. I'm doing it here. And I'm doing it now. If nothing happens to the Memphis Grizzlies, they're going. The Knicks. Nothing happens to our team.
You're going to say that anyway about them. So
yeah.
So I know you're going to say that.
If nothing happens to the Knicks, because last year we really did good.
How did I?
What the fuck? We damn near went all the way. But all our teams got injured. A weird generation where everybody hurt. Whatever.
But you know what? That's been an ongoing theme in like all the sports across everything.
Everybody getting hurt.
I can even say let's call it like this with baseball. Look at what happened to the Braves.
How?
Everybody got hurt.
How?
Like I'm sitting here, Acuna went out. Freed went out. Everybody was like hurt, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, there's no way in hell they're even. But here's the thing: they still made the playoffs.
I mean, I give it to them with the cat. It's just,
but you don't expect nothing when you lose your starting right fielder, infielder, pitcher, catcher. I'm sitting here like, what do you have? What do you have left?
The Empire.
Only thing at this point is you have your name. Then football season done rolled around, and I'm surprised that the Falcons are where they at right now for the simple fact that they don't have no injuries.
Don't jinx it.
I'm not finna jinx it. I just said injury wise, because I've seen where some teams where people lose 4 or 5 people in a game, and I'm sitting here like
lose 4 or 5 people in preseason. I ain't never seen that shit. How you lose a motherfucker in preseason?
So the injury bug is prevalent.
I don't understand that though. Is it the generation? Like what?
No,
is it the breast milk? Like god damn.
Look, Homelander, we're not doing this shit, okay?
I'm just saying. Is it what is it? Similac? Is this a Similac?
I don't know.
But
what I do know,
like god damn.
What I do know is that yes, injuries have been running rampant throughout sports this year. Just to be clear,
something ain't right though.
I don't know what I mean. I think you know what I'm gonna tell you what it is, and this is my personal opinion.
Something ain't right.
Sports are violent.
I'm not giving you that.
No, let me finish.
I'm not giving you that.
No, hear me out. We didn't start having all these injuries till they wanted to try to protect everything. Think about it. You had, if you go back and look, because you called me out on this about a Will Smith movie not too long ago, the concussion movie, right?
Great.
Right? You called me out on that. But you're having more concussion injuries now than you did
when
they were talking about that. And what's the only thing you've changed? You've tried to make things more safe, and you changed the kickoff because you said it was too fucking violent, which a kickoff is a kickoff, no matter how you look at it, right? Regardless if you got everybody stacked up or whatever, you're still going to have those collisions, right or wrong.
Yeah, ain't no way around it.
So, and that's not saying the same thing, because baseball is violent league, because you sliding into people with cleats.
Get hit with that ball.
Yeah, so it's not. I think what happened is when they tried to soften everything up, it became
why, though?
But I'm saying though, you tried to soften everything up to protect stuff, and I think you've made it worse.
But it has to be.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I can understand why, because
I understand the why. I'm not saying I don't, but you've seen more injuries in sports
with the
changes than you did without the changes. Look at Tua from Miami. This man has had fucking 6 concussions in 2-3 years.
Didn't he tear his rotator cuff too?
No, he didn't have no soldier. No, he's had concussions. This man had 3 concussions in 4 games. And we didn't even talk about this year. That was last year.
So ask you that. You know, they asked about the flag football.
No, they'll never turn NFL to flag football.
I mean,
no, I will tell you right now, they would never do that.
If it keeps getting worse.
Remember, I told you something earlier. It's a business. Their business is what it is. They are not going to change that.
But if you can't keep your players from being healthy, Rod, nobody's healthy.
But that's why
from NFL
I hate to say it, but
to football, to soccer, to baseball.
What they tell you all the time, next man up. They're not going to sit here.
But what are you going to do when the next man is injured too?
You keep going. You have practice squads that people that don't play. And granted, the talent drop off is. And
you're a businessman, and you already know there's nobody coming to see that shit.
You have a choice, because the NFL is a multi-trillion-dollar business.
No, something is in the air. Something is up. Last few years, it's been concussion.
But hold on.
Ankle.
But here's the thing, though.
Shoulder.
What did I just say? They went to trying to be safe, and you're having more injuries with them being safe.
Well, hell, look at Bronson. He broke his arm. Last year, the whole Knicks starting five
was out.
Bench was out. And then they sit there, how can you... Oh, they should have went all the way. How? With who?
So...
No, you think it's too many games, man?
No, I don't know. Because football only has 17 games out the entire year. No, 17.
18.
No, preseason. No, we're talking about games that count.
Technically 18.
They're not. No, if you're counting preseason, no, it's more than that.
You get injured in 18.
No, you get injured in preseason. There are 3 preseason games, and then you have 17 regular season games. Because remember, every team gets 1 week off. So there are actual 18 weeks in the NFL season.
Wasn't it 19 because of that?
No. It's never been 19.
No, I mean that wild card.
No, that's playoffs. That's different. That's part of the playoffs. But
I always figured that would be
that counts towards playoffs. So you have 17 regular season games,
and then the wild card.
The wild card is playoffs. That's playoff football.
Okay.
So that's not included in your regular game.
8 regular 17.
But if you was to add the preseason. Those 3 games plus those 17, you would play 20 games out the year.
Now, wasn't it 16?
They added a week because of the people that go to. You know, you have 2 teams that go play in London every year. So they added a week because of that.
I mean, which is too many. Okay, so football, of course, not too many games. Baseball though.
192 games. I'm gonna just 182 games. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just call it.
Wasn't it 162 at one point?
It's always been 182.
No, I'm just saying.
182 games. Now, probably back in the olden days, it was a lower number, but right now, as long as I've been following the sport,
you don't think it's too much? Come on, that's a lot.
That's a lot, but that's a lot. But that's what they built for, though. It's hard to say, but that's what they built for.
Not when your leg going this way.
Hey, that's your fault.
So, someone said football. They think basketball is too much. 82 games.
82 games ain't bad. 82 games is not bad. If you want to really look at it, for me, the way that the violence in sports goes is hockey,
football, boxing.
No, I'm talking about like the major sports.
Boxing is a major sport.
No, we're talking about a sport that you can watch without having to pay for it.
Boxing. We
ain't talking about Showtime boxing.
It's still boxing.
No, we not.
Floyd boxed for Showtime. What's the difference?
But he boxed at Showtime pay-per-views. So, what I mean by that is like...
You got to add boxing too, because you'll get your head knocked off and you sleep.
Well, no, if that's the case, it's UFC first, then boxing.
After what I saw Saturday...
But do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not taking... Because see, those are like... Those are contact sports. Those are like different. What I'm saying when I'm saying sports, yeah, you can classify UFC as sport. True enough.
Boxing.
You can classify sport, but we're talking about like what they call the big 4: hockey, basketball, baseball, football.
I'm surprised hockey.
Soccer.
You still living in hockey, and I used to play hockey. That shit ain't no hole.
So, but you see my point.
Yeah.
That's why I started with those, because it's automatic when you say, when you say UFC, somebody getting their head taken off.
Or dying.
Right. Boxing, somebody getting their head taken off or close to passing out. Wrestling, full contact. So you see, but you see my point.
Wrestling kind of worse.
Yeah, because even though they train you to take certain moves and so forth and so forth, the point that I'm making is I keep them separate than I do
the real sport.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say that.
Oh.
So if I had to put it, I would say football, baseball, soccer. Well, no, hockey, football.
I'll put football first.
Hockey's worse than football because you can fight in football.
I'm just saying football because of yes, you're on ice. Yes, you're skating. Yes,
and you have a stick in your hand, which you can hit somebody with.
All I'm saying is football is kind of more because it's just ain't nobody came up with a movie or a documentary of people concussion dying.
That was the only movie. Concussion was the only movie they ever did.
You see what I'm saying? Basketball don't have one. Soccer don't have one. Football don't.
But you have other tragedies that happen in basketball.
Of course, but I'm just saying. I think football is at the top of the list because helmet to helmet. Yes, if I'm punching you, yeah, that should get crazy. But helmet to helmet contact.
Horse collar tackles.
I think football number one.
I take it back because I've seen people get cut with hockey blades.
True enough. Yeah,
getting hit with them sticks.
I think football is just worse. I think football, the way it is right now, because I see some talks that they were thinking about flag.
They're not going to do flag. They won't.
It would be a.
Nobody would watch it. They would lose all their money. Nobody would watch flag football because you watch football
for the contact. So now it's time to ask you now what we came for.
This ain't what we came for. I had something.
Oh, go ahead then.
Because I know where you're going to. You're going to your wrestling mode because we're talking about sports and I see you.
We can do the documentary first. We can go ahead, but let's go. What you got?
So today,
go in order,
is official. Today is Sparking Zero Day, and it's 6:30 right now. So the game is actually live, and I done got text all over my phone of people streaming and playing and so forth and so forth.
I don't like that.
What?
Already? The streaming part.
No, they're not streaming it because of that. Not story.
No. I'm not.
No, I do.
You know
I respect that part.
No, you know what we talked about streaming.
Well, see, the difference with this is though, it's been. I'm gonna tell you what Bandai Namco did, right? So last weekend, actually starting Friday, they actually released like this big ass
thing about it.
No, what I'm saying.
You saw the points with that shit?
Yeah, I'm cool with that though, because now you actually have to play strategic.
I already told you, I don't give a fuck. Grade 8 Vegeta, I could be Vegeta or turn into grade 8. I'm gonna be one of the two. It don't matter. Broly, Z. I don't know. That's always been my favorite. I always thought he was stronger. Still think he is. And my third
We'll get to that.
And my third one is always in the air. Zumatsu, Goku Black. And if I could be Baby, I'll probably be Baby. See if I can turn into that Golden 8.
So, the reason I feel like... I'm going to tell you why Bandai Namco did what they did. There was a bunch of creators there are creators who are monetized. Okay. So those are people who get paid based on videos, based on content. And those were the ones that got invited to like all the events. Like, remember Bad Blood was here, and what was around the ring? What did they say? You saw the advertisement.
True fans.
So the thing was, there's a lot of people that's already monetized.
Cool, I'm okay with that.
And so they were making money off of certain things that they got a chance to see and get, and touch and play, and they were using that, making videos and that. Bandai Namco said that's not fair. So what they did, they put up a trailer on YouTube of, I want to say, 24 hours of nothing but different matches that they just had the computer randomly play and stuff like that, and told the people who wasn't monetized, here, take this video, chop it up how you want to, do what you want to do with it, and you can put it on your site, on your page, or whatever you want to. So I'm not mad about the streamers because, see, Bandai took the ball away from them. Like, no, y'all not finna be the only ones capitalizing on this, right? So I'm okay with that because we didn't lose anything. We actually gained because there was a company that said, no, this game is for everybody, not just you uppity ups who can afford to stream. You know, so they took that ball out that court. So I was cool with that. I wasn't even mad. I was like, that's how you do it. Hell, I wanted to take the video and chop it up a little bit and do stuff with it. But I'm already in a group of people that was doing the same thing that I'm doing. So, you know, we good. We all share ideas and stuff. But what I wanted to do, top 5 what if matches in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
For me?
What if, and you know what I mean by what if matches?
My first one easy. Bardock versus Goku.
That's not a what if match.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Super Saiyan Bardock.
No. We see you being bland. Okay, I'm finna show you what a what if match is.
I'm just saying, who doesn't want Bardock?
No, I don't want to see that match.
Why?
That match is not fun to watch.
King Vegeta versus Vegeta.
No.
Why? I want to see it.
No, that's King Vegeta's not in it. His daddy's not in it.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
But
And he turned into an 8.
I'm gonna tell you the one of the matches that I want that's in my mind. Yajirobe versus Mr. Satan.
Get the fuck out of here.
Again, it's dream what if matches, not no shit that we can probably we could have seen in a flashback on the show. Okay. I'm talking about something that you would never see coming, and you would never see Yajirobe and Mr. Satan or Hercule, as we call him, in a fight in the world tournament stage at that too.
It's that you could fight inside the stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying that will be that's one of my ones that I would like to see.
I want to see Boo
versus
Goku Black.
That'll be interesting.
I gotta see it because someone gotta. Or Zumatsu. Take it back.
Well,
Zumatsu.
actually, I'm gonna tell you what I want to see, and I saw it today, and I don't know if you saw it or not, but I want to see Gohan Black merged with some. They actually have a feud. I saw it. It was Gohan Black and a merged Zamasu together versus.
Why we keep bringing this nigga back? You know this the same nigga that lost his arm, right?
And it's the same nigga that fused with Zamasu.
Man, get that nigga.
He's not no Rose. No, it was him.
How the nigga still weak? Like, god damn.
Oh no, he's not weak.
That nigga weak.
That nigga's not weak
That
at
nigga
all.
Weak. I don't want to see that
at
shit.
all.
Tired of this nigga going keep popping up every fucking chance we get.
I actually want to see Broly versus Turles.
I want to see Broly versus Broly and
Z versus Super.
and this and this whole debacle. Which one's the better? Because I can tell you right now, I don't give a damn. Z.
So if Super wins, you saying Z still better?
Z.
How you gonna? No, the proof is in the pudding.
What you mean? Z was always stronger.
If Super wins,
Z. Come on, Super got tons of advantages.
What?
Z didn't. It was either Super Saiyan 2 or it ain't gonna happen. Wait a minute.
No.
And Z, didn't he turn Super Saiyan 3 as well?
No, he didn't.
It was only 2.
It was only 2. Same thing.
And
Same thing.
Bullshit.
Same thing with Super.
Bullshit.
He only went to 2 before he turned green.
Bullshit. They fused to beat that nigga.
No, I'm not talking about them.
That's what I'm saying. They fused to beat that nigga. They took an original character that never went Super Saiyan Blue, but two of these.
What'd you say, Broly versus Kid Buu? Evil Kid Buu or just Kid Buu? Which one? That's what Rock said. Broly versus Kid Buu. That's kind of scary. Kid Buu versus Broly. Which Broly though too? Z or Super?
If it's Z, that nigga dead. Because the moment he do that charge up and throw that shit to you, it obliterates you. Broly Z. I don't give a Broly Z.
I don't know. That's
Everyone keeps saying, "Why you like Broly Z too much?" Because that's the original. The original got the job done. I ain't talking about Bio. I ain't talking about Second Coming.
We know.
I'm talking about Broly Z. That nigga will beat the whole Z Force out the water. Piccolo scared.
Well, Piccolo knew not to be even involved in that. That was above his pay grade. Let's be clear. That was above his pay grade.
The first time you saw Vegeta actually bitch out.
Yeah.
That nigga bitched out. Hey, we already know how I feel about Vegeta. Vegeta is my favorite. But that nigga Broly made Vegeta bitch out.
That nigga was shaking his boots.
Nah, I'm confused. Nothing with the new Broly. Gen Z 1592 Broly, right?
Gen Z.
Nothing with the Gen Z Broly. But last time I checked, I saw the movie. Vegeta wasn't shaking in their boots. Like he's like, oh no, this nigga strong. I can sense it. No.
The problem, no. Let's be clear.
I didn't get that.
No.
They just got their asses beat.
No.
That's it.
No.
That's it. These niggas were taking turns.
You got to pay attention to Vegeta's monologue as they were fighting too, though.
That nigga's strong, but he didn't bitch out.
Nah, because he's Vegeta. Since he's gotten this whole...
Vegeta bitched out fighting Z Broly. He bitched out. We can't do it. I don't know what we're going to... He can't be stopped. He's a legendary Super Saiyan.
I got you. Android 13.
Oh, Broly Z?
No. Android 13. We talking about from the movie.
I mean to tell you.
Versus Cell.
Okay. Cool.
Versus Cell.
Let me help you out.
Oh, he said Evil Kid Boo.
Broly Z. Listen, I don't want to be biased because is this
That's
Rock?
That's Rock.
Rock, you asking me anything about Broly Z, I'm going to be biased. Broly Z is wiping off the whole map.
Yeah, you say at least you being honest up front that you just biased.
Broly Z is wiping out the whole map.
That means you can't take anything he says about Dragon Ball serious because he's always going to say Broly Z is
No. If you putting somebody up against him, I'm going with Broly Z.
So you put Kel? Not Kel, I'm sorry. Khalifa? The one that was going toe-to-toe with UI Goku?
Gen Z second generation?
No,
absolutely.
No. We're talking about the girl who fused.
Only one of them could do that, though.
No. They fused together in the tournament.
But when separate, the girl Kale don't need to be fused to do that. Because she was the real problem. Now.
She was the problem, though.
Yeah, she was the real problem. It wasn't the other one.
No, she was the problem, too, though.
She was strong, but not stronger than the other one.
Yes, she was.
No, the fuck she wasn't.
She was.
That bitch.
She was.
That bitch got Broly tied without her.
She was fighting Goku in God form. It wasn't God form. It was Super Saiyan 2. She was fighting him at Super Saiyan 1. Because she was inherently...
Anybody else could do that.
No.
Gohan could do that.
No. Not the way she did it. Because remember, Goku was literally training her during the fucking fight, too.
But we're not talking about them confused. That's fine.
No, I'm talking about them fused.
Yeah, they were good fused.
No. That's what I'm saying. Versus Broly Z.
We're talking about the one that's not fused that turns like him when she get upset. Now.
No, I said no. I was referring to
fused. They ain't shit
against Broly Z.
They ain't shit. The girl by herself, like I said, is a different.
Boy, you got issues.
No, I'm sorry. Right, we saw the
sorry.
same shit. That girl, when they were fused, yes, they were strong, but they did not do that Broly shit. Like when she got upset and it took everything in their mama to try to calm this bitch down.
No, it didn't. It just took Jiren popping her ass one time.
I'm just saying, it took...
And that wasn't everything.
But that was everything. Everybody else tried... Nigga, I was scared. I thought I was looking at Broly Z. No, that bitch strong. Fuck the other one. Who gives a fuck about that one is the real problem. I'm with her. Now, her versus Broly Z, that might be a problem. Because, god damn, I'm telling you, god damn.
I can see so many dream matches that you just I take Janemba versus Omega Shenron.
The fat one or the skinny one?
No, the skinny one. Not the fat one, the skinny one.
Give me UI Goku versus Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I need to see it.
You won't see it.
I need to see.
We're going to see. You're going to see Gogeta versus Vegito. Somebody's going to do it.
Yeah, me versus you.
No, I'm not going to be part of that travesty.
What you mean? Oh, you know we're
I'm just going to.
Well, you know we're going head to head.
I'm going to put that on CPU versus CPU and let it record. And best 2 out of 3.
Are we recording our battles? Because we got them.
I gotta set it back up on the PC.
But I'll tell you what, this is the one game I wouldn't be upset if he beat me.
So
now, mind you, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna make it clear. You can take it how you want to. You only get one.
What you mean I only get one?
You only get one.
What the fuck does that mean?
You get one power up with me.
Oh, that shit. You gotta earn your power up.
No, I give you one.
You get that one at the start of the match.
That's it. I give you one. Only for the nostalgia of the game. The game is, like you said, if you're watching the show, ain't nothing but power up for like 30 minutes.
Nah, we ain't doing all that.
Look, I'm going to give you one.
We get that one power up at the start of the game.
And, hey, use
After
it
that,
wisely.
You better learn how to figure out how to get yours in.
Because you can hide in this bitch. Hide. Because if you don't, hey, look, fuck. Do. I'm flying to you everywhere you go.
But I do like how they said some characters are grounded characters too.
Yeah, that was
that was smart on their part. Cause I'm sitting here like, they say most of the humans can't fly, not necessarily. No,
Hercule,
Yajirobe.
Well, can Hercule fly now? No, he never fly. Hercule, Yajirobe.
They say Master Roshi can't.
Cap.
But you've never seen him fly though. You've never seen Master Roshi fly.
Is he human?
Yes, he's human.
Is Yamcha human?
Yamcha was training with Goku and Krillin, so he learned how to fly.
But hell, they showed him.
No, Master Roshi never showed him how. That we gotta remember that was after Dragon Ball.
Wait, didn't he fly in Super?
Who? Roshi? No. Roshi didn't fly in Super.
Can he fly?
No, I've never seen Roshi fly. Anytime I've seen him fly, he's in one of Bulma's contraptions. Other than that, I've never seen him fly.
Weird. And Krillin can fly? No, Master Roshi can fly now. I don't see that. He can fly. That shit crazy. I'm going to tell you one thing. There's only one character I just do not like. And he just rules the game for me.
Who?
Chaozu. I'm sorry. Why is this nigga's finishing move? Rod, mind you, if I beat you, right, it's to say I get you to this much health. And I do his special move.
Self-destruct shit.
Self-destruct. And you don't die.
And I die?
You know you lose, right? Man, that is the stupidest. I'm like, fuck, I hate this nigga, man. I hate Chaozu. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen.
What you mean, who's going to play with everybody? Well, I know he's going to play with everybody. Man, that's already been done.
Don't fucking do that, man. That shit crazy. But I am. Yeah, it's me. I'm a wind up. I'm a creature of habit. I have no choice. Even though I got my starting pick, I'm still going to wind up being damn near everybody.
Well, you know, the sad part about it is that ranking system fucked everybody up, though, right? You know why it fucked everybody up?
Because depending on who you pick?
No, not that. You only get 15 points to build your team. Every character has a cost attached to them out of those 15 points. And to be honest with you, you cannot have, and it's already been said, and that number's not going to change. You only get 15. They're not going to patch that number.
But it was like that in the first one.
No.
Yeah, it was like that in the first one.
You only get 15 points to build your team. And some characters cost more than others.
I know one of them niggas 20 off rip. One of them 15 off rip. It's probably going to be like 10.
He's going to be like 7 or 8 maybe. But you're not going to be able to have Whis and UI Goku on the same team, or Gogeta or Vegito on the same team.
Now I wonder does that work? Like, say me and you just facing each other.
No, that's period. That's a staple of the game. You can't change that number. You can't turn that off.
No, I'm saying, I wonder is it like that with, like, say me and you just doing a casual match like we do.
That's part of it. Period. That changes the dynamic of a lot of shit that everybody was talking about. Because everybody was talking about, I'm going to get Whis and Super Saiyan Goku Blue and all that kind of stuff. You're not getting that. You're not gonna be able to do that now.
That means
So that means if you pick Whis, the rest of your squad gonna be low tier.
one good character.
Instead of balancing your team, you getting straight
6, 12. You gotta get somebody with a 3.
gonna
God damn!
That's how you gonna end up with Hercule. Because I guarantee you, he at the bottom.
One of you niggas gotta be Hercule. Oh, y'all niggas fuck. Oh, wait.
I don't know who costs what though. There's a list out there that tells you how much everybody's cost. It's already been posted. I didn't want to look at it. I want to wait till later and actually look at it for myself. But if you think about that, that changes the whole way you play this game now.
Oh, you gonna fuck me up, Rob? I might not be able to do what I want to do now at this point. Because you mean to tell me I can only be Grape Ape Vegeta?
You might be able to only pick him, and like I don't know. Like I say, I don't know the values, so I don't know. I can't say.
Oh, that shit gonna be gay.
No, it's not. That's gonna be great because now you can actually balance a team.
Oh, that fuck.
You can actually balance.
Yeah.
Remember how they was talking about the game's going to be unbalanced, right?
Yeah.
Because you're going to have all these high tier characters and
versus Hercule, Chao Su.
So now with them implementing that, it changes the whole aspect of this entire game.
And you know what that's gonna mean? That's gonna bring up one of my points I brought up to you one time. Who's really the shit and who's not?
Real. Because now you're going to have to really, I hate to say this, you're going to have to learn how to really play the game. No, you can't go in there.
It's not even that. That too. And
you can't go in there with just Whis. You just can't go in there with Whis and just auto dodge everything.
That's going to end a lot of people's output of how they look at characters now. You remember before they was like, oh no, Vegeta's better than that means one Vegeta is better than one of them Gokus. And that's gonna it's gonna be a lot of arguments. How can you say that he's strong? He got a higher rank. That means if you got a higher rank than the other character you want to be, that means that character.
That's right. We forgetting. Daima comes out too on Thursday, but also he's playable now too because he was part of your pre-order content as well. So we actually, and remember, they didn't release any footage of him at all. So we don't even know what he does.
Oh, what he gonna look like the little kid? But
he's stronger. The farmer with the shotgun. I mean, you can't even say anything. You're absolutely 100% right.
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be fun.
No, it's gonna be bad for somebody. Because like I said,
like I watched the clip today where they were talking about. Remember, I tell you they got grounded characters, right? Characters that can't the characters that can't fly. Now, what happens is they can up dash in the air and attack with you, right? But after the attack is over with, they start floating back down to the ground.
That shit, ooh-wee.
They start floating back down to the ground.
Well, Broly Z, Eddie Vegeta, hopefully the first one, get to turn into an ape anyway. Shit.
It's so many little nuances that they
man, give me Great Saiyan, man. Fuck it. I'll take that weak ass nigga. Fuck it.
But again, you see my point. Now it's a whole different game inside of a game because now you only, like I say, you only got 15 points. You got to figure that shit out.
Pick your favorite character, and better hope he ain't got damn 10.
I don't think there's no 10s. I want to say the highest might be 8, maybe. Because if you pack a 10, that leaves you with 5 points.
For each? Ooh.
5 points, period. You get 15 total.
I don't think, then hell, it ain't going to be an 8.
Because you can still come up with that.
You going to get an 8 and 2 4s?
Yeah.
No, you going to get a 7 and 2 4s?
Yeah.
Fuck, I want to see who these 4s are, because that shit going to be raw. That shit going to be raw. Who you thought was a fucking 8, really a 1.
Because I mean, they did add a whole bunch of characters, from, like, I wonder what Lord Slug's going to be. I wonder what Bojack is going to be. Because we know what kind of hell he raised. Garlic Jr.
Radish better not be no fucking 3 or 4, cause that's some bullshit. Make that. He probably gonna be a 3.
I don't know, but then, like I said, what
Napa.
about? See again, Ginyu Force, all of them. What are they gonna be?
I wonder how many. Oh, you can only be 3.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it. Hopefully we'll play that shit today. Fuck it. Let's do it. Is it time?
Let's get into the meat and potatoes because Raw does come on in 52 minutes, and we got two big matches tonight. Jay has his first title defense against.
My bad.
I'm still tripping on how that shit went down. How they Xavier Woods?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Now fuck that. I'm okay. You don't see the niggas wrestle. Hell, I'm okay. I'm fucking okay. It's about time.
And then you got Gunther and Sammy. In which
man, this bring out Goldberg, the real Goldberg, because that's what's gonna happen. Fucking Goldberg.
Why do I feel like you're absolutely right with this?
Goldberg versus
for whatever
Gunther.
reason. And we're probably gonna get Rhea and Raquel in some bullshit. Liv comes out.
I didn't like the pay-per-view. It was trash.
Well, opening and closing was great. Everything in the middle was subpar. Except for the Nia Jax and Bayley match. I actually kind of enjoyed that.
Can I ask you?
Go ahead.
Was that a Hurricane?
I don't know what the fuck that was. If her big ass did that. I mean, it
didn't look like one. It did not. You're not going to tell me it did. Because I don't understand how Bayley flipped like that. What you flipping to? Okay.
Yeah, we gonna call that what we call that. It is what it was.
As long as she didn't sit on her. God
Thank
damn.
you, Jesus, she didn't crush Bayley.
Because what he did to Valkyria, I still... Mind you, if I wasn't married, I would want her to sit on me the exact same way.
But that's what everybody was saying in the comments that I was reading in the chat.
God damn.
I was reading in the chat when I was watching it.
That shit that bitch was saying.
One dude said, I pay for her to sit on me like that.
I would. Hell, fuck that. Now,
my only problem, like I said, outside of Hell in a Cell, Cody
match
Rhodes
one, match 1 and match 5 were great.
Match 1, 3, and 5 were great.
I ain't gonna say what was 3.
3 was Nia and Bayley.
That wasn't great.
It was better than everything else they put out there.
But I wasn't gonna say it was great.
It was better. It was better than Rhea and Liv, unfortunately.
10 times. But it wasn't great.
It was better than fucking Priest and Finn.
I didn't understand.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I said.
But I ain't gonna say great. Great is like, oh man, you on top 10 with the other 2 matches. No.
It was. It's just always though that was the third best match of the night.
There was only 3 good matches on the night.
But if I had to rank them in order, I would say
I wouldn't put it great though.
I'm rating. I have to call
it. It was enough to enjoy it.
It was much better than the other things that they put out. Let's be clear about that. It was better than Rhea than Liv because that was dumb as hell.
I don't like how they did my girl.
And then it was better than Finn and whatchamacallit. So in my eyes, that was actually great because of what the other 2 didn't do. You didn't give me anything.
I can't say great.
Yeah, it was because at the end where you have Bayley not Bayley, when you had Tiffy, I'm like, this it. Tiffy finna do it.
Yes.
Because that's what I'm saying the whole time. I said, Tiffy finna do it. She finna do it. And as soon as she got ready to do it, Nia turned around. I was like, fuck.
Damn, bitch, why you keep getting up like
that's
that?
That's what see? But that's what I'm saying.
You getting up like that every time now.
But you see my point, though. That's what made it great because this was that moment that we were all looking for, she finna do it. She finna do it. She finna do it.
And then she rides up.
And then, God damn it, if Nia didn't sit up, look at her like, bitch, what you doing?
And I'm sitting there like, damn. What the fuck?
Why the fuck you keep?
When you just sleep?
Because she was out. Nia was out, cold.
Now, I went to Bad Blood, y'all. I went. I saw my girl. They got cheated. And I'm here to tell you, she's everything you thought she was. Amazing. Looked good. It was cool. A lot of people didn't want to see Bayley.
I don't know why. BBL Bayley?
They didn't want to see him, and that was crazy. A lot of people did not.
Here's the thing: if you're paying money and you have to choose who you want.
Oh no, Rhea Ripley was at the top of the list.
But you understand that though, right? If you're paying money,
you could have seen.
And 9 times out of 10, if you're a fan of Rhea, you're probably a fan of Bayley. But you probably want to see Rhea more than you see Bayley. So I get that. That's not a knock on her. Yeah. I don't think that's a knock on her. I just think that's when you put her, Damian, Dominic up front over everybody else, everybody underneath that's kind of gonna fall. Like you said, DDP was there and a couple other ones that. But you get what I'm saying.
Steiner,
but you see what I'm saying though.
Liv Morgan, Demi.
You had that. You literally had the whole Judgment Day there when you think about it, right? I would have took a picture with Liv. I'm not gonna lie. I like Rhea, but it's something about Liv that I just like for whatever reason. No,
fucking, she was the one. Goddamn it. Fuck that.
But I mean, at the end of the day, Bad Blood was.
A 2.
Well, no, it was. If I had to rate it out of 5, I give it a 3.5.
Well,
just because of the first and the last match. If the first
CM Punk better be the next #1 contender.
Nope, I'm afraid not. Because remember last week, guess who showed back up?
Oh, Braun didn't he?
No, Seth showed back up.
No, he's not facing him. Braun did. Remember, Braun did that.
Oh yeah, Braun walked up on Gunther like, "Yeah, bro, I like your title."
So,
but I could deal with that.
Braun Breaker Goldberg gonna have a fucking title shot because of the daddy. I don't like that. I don't like that. Nah, man. It's all cool and fine, but man, give it up to CM Punk.
I like Braun Breaker Goldberg. I think I want to see him, and besides, he is that guy. You know what I mean? When I say by that guy,
he only does 3 moves.
That's all you need. What did they call John Cena? The 5 moves of doom, right?
Trash.
They didn't call him trash. They called it the 5 moves of doom.
Okay.
So you can't sit there and say that that's not an issue. You can't. You really can't. Like,
okay. I want CM Punk to have that shot now. We're past it.
He will get that shot in between. He'll probably get that shot after Crown Jewel.
Yeah, it should be.
He'll get it. He'll get it after Crown Jewel because, like we said, the Crown Jewel card is already set.
And he'll win that. He'll win it because
I don't think Gunther will win that match. I think Cody will win that match if there's no interference.
Oh yeah. CM Punk versus Gunther. I'm going with CM Punk.
I see CM Punk being the one taking that belt.
And ain't nobody got to cash in on him. So.
But here's the problem with that. As the rumor mill starts to spin as we get closer to WWE moving to Netflix in January, the rumor is circulating that they want that to be the flagship show, which it will be, of course, because Raw is always the flagship show. That Roman, no, it is. It is the flagship show because why would they not move everything to Netflix if that was the case?
They're not getting Roman.
No, it's been said that there is a possibility, depending on how the money works. And again, Roman is a businessman.
They're not gonna get Roman.
Yes, you leave Cody on SmackDown.
It destroys story.
No, it won't.
Yes, it is. Rock is not on there.
Rock can go where he wants to.
Cody Rhodes is not on there. And you built this whole thing with this family. No, it don't make sense.
No, I think they plan on having that over with by the time they move.
I stick to my guns. Roman Reigns ain't going to no fucking Raw.
No, listen. You got to think about it. If they finish this story when January comes, if this story is finished by January, right? Which we don't know if it is or isn't. We don't know how it's going to end. But if this story is done by January, when they make the switch to Netflix, Roman will go to Raw and Cody will stay on SmackDown.
I don't see it.
I do.
I don't see it.
That's the talk. I can show you the article.
I know I've seen it, but then you have.
But that's what makes sense.
Nah, well, he belongs on SmackDown.
He built WWE. It's not just SmackDown.
He built SmackDown. Yeah, he did it, but he built SmackDown. He built SmackDown.
And you don't think if Roman goes to Raw, the same people that follow him on SmackDown ain't going to follow him over to Raw?
We don't need him to do that. We already got enough full roster over there that can do that.
No.
I got Seth Rollins who just came back. I got Drew McIntyre. I have Gunther. I have all these big names already.
Which he has not faced.
What you mean? He's faced Seth Rollins. Beat him.
He hasn't faced Gunther.
For what? So he can beat him again?
I said he hasn't faced Gunther.
My bad. To beat him?
He's never faced Gunther.
To beat him?
It doesn't matter.
Well, so now you're gonna have the Mega Show again? No. If
that's nothing new.
No, they merge the shows together. If not, leave that shit where it is.
I think that's what's happening now, though. They're having champions do as they please. Certain people. Remember, Roman never signed to SmackDown.
Yeah,
He never did. He sign? Did he sign? So he can do as he please. Remember that.
He gonna stay. It just.
I don't see him staying there.
Everybody and their mama's on fucking Raw. No,
I don't see him staying there, and that is the flagship show. And he built WWE up from them 4 years. No, I'm saying WWE because it didn't matter. Because even when he showed
SmackDown,
listen, I say WWE because even when he made his special appearances on Raw, it was still the same thing.
But he did it. But he rose SmackDown.
Yeah, he rose SmackDown. I'm not saying I'm not taking that from him.
Cody can't do that.
But you leave him on SmackDown. You're leaving Cody on SmackDown.
And he cannot do that.
Why not?
Because he cannot build a show.
It doesn't matter if he can build a show. This is more along the lines.
He's not making people want to watch it now.
Nobody wants to watch it now anyway. We know that.
Why? Roman Reigns coming back. They watching it. Cody Rhodes, again, nothing towards Cody Rhodes because I think he's fucking awesome. But he ain't the man. What Ric Flair say? To beat a man, you gotta beat the man.
He did beat the man.
But here's the problem: why is it that I beat the man, I beat him, and it still don't feel like I'm the man?
But you even know with that,
Rod, I beat the man.
That's true.
And it doesn't feel like I beat the man.
But you know exactly what I'm saying.
Ric Flair didn't say this in the quote.
But how many times have Flair?
Ric Flair said,
no. How many times have Flair has lost the belt, right? Has lost the belt, right? But still comes out to a ton of crowd support, just
because
like
they
Roman.
gave it back.
No, he gets
16.
He gets it back.
16 times they gave it back to him.
I'm not saying he don't. What I'm saying is though he comes back the same. Remember how Roman came back, didn't have the belt, and the crowd just went wild. How many times did that happen to Flair?
Because he really did. Because
even though people beat him, he was still the man. Yes or no?
But that again.
No. Question. Answer the question.
Yeah.
So again, that's nothing new.
But that's what
it's just like with LA Knight.
But that's what he said.
How
do you beat that? Like Ric Flair, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. So if I beat Ric Flair, right? I did that. I succeeded. I got the belt. Yay. And it don't feel like I beat the man? Why are they still praising him and I'm the champion? Stop praising him. He lost because he did not beat the man. When I beat, I just gotta call it. When I beat the man, right? If I beat you, I'll take all your accolades. Nigga, go home. You're not, and that's nothing towards you because you did everything you were supposed to do. Ric Flair said, "If I beat the man, I am the man." I beat the man. I'm still here, and it just seemed like damn. I might as well have lost to the man because I still. How is it that Cody Rhodes beat him, and he still don't feel like he the man? How?
You say he don't feel like
he don't. Man. Look at it. Look at his face. Look at his face. Look at his mannerisms. Look at the night Roman Reigns came back to help him. You saw the look in his face like this. He'd have. Yes, you did. You told me. You seen it. Rod, you seen his face when he came back. Fuck, this nigga coming back again? Damn, he told me 9 months. Come on, it's only been this long. Let me get a shot. They finally sending Cody out there. This nigga come back. Soon as he came out, this nigga back. Fuck. Okay, whatever. Cool. We're not going to mix it up. I'm going to do my thing. Maybe they're still. We want Roman. Damn, nigga, I'm talking.
That wasn't because of that though. No, that's because
they don't want you.
That's they do.
And then we're looking at Cody.
I think it's just.
Did you see the cheers when he came out? Cody came out with the band. That was cool. That was cool, right? Who came out first? Cody, right? Cody came out first.
But you have to remember, Cody's from here.
But he came out first, right?
Right.
You're not supposed to go first if you're the champion.
No.
I mean, you're not supposed to go first if you're the champion.
I've seen other times. Okay. I've seen other times where the champions came out first and the challengers came out second.
Okay, cool. So, Cody Rhodes came out first, right? Mm-hmm. The band, the crowd was cheering. They were doing that. But when Roman Reigns stepped out,
I guarantee you,
the crowd was going wild. I didn't get the wild with the Cody Rhodes.
Because of the live band, it's different.
No. God, bullshit. No. It was cool. But I didn't get I didn't get that.
Yes, you did.
Not loud.
Yes, you
not
did.
Loud. Go back and look. When Roman Reigns stepped out, it's like the ring was fucking shaking.
Can you stop dick riding?
It's the truth. Go back and look at it.
Can you stop dick riding?
Go back and look at it. It ain't dick riding. Go back and look.
It is. It is because
go back and look at it.
See, now you sound like Donald Trump.
Go back and look at it. I'm not lying. Go back. I'm not making this up. I watched this shit. I'm not making it up. They didn't cheer as crazy. They cheered for Cody Rhodes, but they went fucking crazy when Roman Reigns stepped out. When that nigga did this, they were yelling. I'm telling you, I've seen it. Me and my wife seen it. Cause my wife said the same thing. Damn, they really going crazy for Roman. Cause my wife said it. Me and her sat down like we always do, watched it. They were not go. They went crazy for Cody Rhodes. I'm not saying they did it.
No, you're saying Cody. You literally.
I'm not saying
that's
they
what you're
did
saying.
It. Listen,
that's what you're saying.
When Cody Rhodes came out, of course they cheered. They did that.
You're doing.
But they did not get. Because my wife seen it the same. My wife looked. The moment they came out, my wife's exact words were, "Damn, they didn't cheer as hard. They cheered, but they didn't cheer as hard as when he came out." I'm telling you, right? I didn't make this shit up. She said that with me.
But that still does not mean what you're saying.
I'm just saying, when Roman Reigns come out, look at the different reactions. Look at it. Look at his reaction and theirs. Go back and rewatch it. That motherfucker went crazy. They went crazy for this motherfucker. They went crazy. It's just what it is. I believe he knows he's on borrowed time.
You know what? And I'm going to say something.
Tell me if I'm crazy. No, you have agreed with me with this before. You know it's on borrowed time. You know you have to give that bitch back to him.
And I'm finna play devil's advocate. I'm finna sit here and play devil's advocate.
You know you got to give that bitch back to him. Right or wrong.
I'm finna hit you.
You told me right or wrong. Answer the question.
I agree with you on that part.
You know he has to give it back to him.
But I'm finna play devil's advocate for a hot second. Just for a hot second. What if they have no intention of giving Roman back that belt?
Well, I'll see you in Netflix.
See? I rest my case.
I see you at Netflix.
I rest my case. Because I'm telling you.
I see you at Netflix. But we both know.
No. What? I'm being 100%.
But you know they're giving it back to him.
No.
I
literally just have this.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. You're going to get Roman Reigns on Netflix. And you're also going to have him on SmackDown. Because this whole separate belt thing is not working.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're going to have these niggas fight for a third belt. Come on. Let's
not talk about that.
Come on. Y'all niggas, you're going to be 3 belts being held.
We're not going to talk about that.
But that's besides the point. No, you're going to have...
But Roman, this is why I say Roman's
going to take both.
This is
he's going to take both.
He's not going to have both. They're not.
They're giving them both.
No, because we've already been...
We're not
having the board meeting.
To be the man, they're going
to let Cody keep the belt on SmackDown.
Nah, they ain't keeping that.
And then...
If The Rock has something to do with it, he ain't keeping that. He probably done already went to his office, sat down, like, look, Cody, let me talk to you. Cody, what you've been doing for the last 9 months has been great. I appreciate you. You've done great. Here's the plan. Don't listen to Triple H. Triple H don't know what he's talking about. He ain't calling the shots here. I am. So what's going to happen is...
But you know what kind of...
I'll let you pick when you want to give me the belt. Because you're going to give it to me. I know, Cody. You want to... you don't like it. But that's what's going to happen. So the plan is, you're going to give me that belt. I'm letting you pick the venue when you want to lose it. It's only fair. It's your title. You are the champion. I'm gonna let you pick when you want to lose it. I'm gonna hit the finish. The people's rock bottom into a people's elbow. I'm gonna do my neck one more time. 1, 2, 3. And then at WrestleMania, when Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble, I'm gonna face him for my retirement match now, cause I can't keep wrestling. You know my bowl's bad. I'm gonna face him in my last match, cause I can't let John Cena up me. I can't let him up me now. He wanna retire. I gotta retire harder. I'm gonna retire as the WWE champion. And hey, it is what it is in the match. I'm gonna give it back to Roman. I'm gonna go back in my desk. I might do a little appearance afterwards, acknowledging him. This because I did it already, but for TV purposes, you're gonna have to do it again. And I'm gonna give him the belt, and I'm gonna ride off, and I'm gonna be in back of the scenes now because I passed. Not only did I pass the title and the torch back to the man it belongs to. Cody, thank you for your tenure. You've done everything possible. I appreciate it. So when would you like to lose your title at?
Again, we know that
because it ain't gonna be WrestleMania.
We know that's not happening.
Shit, he losing that bitch before WrestleMania. Right, that shit gone. You will not see a Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes 3. Rock, first thing first, Rock ain't gonna let you upstage me because I still hold the best matches with John Cena. So I'm not gonna let you upstage me with that because I'm not letting you take this trilogy. This belongs to me. I got the best history with trilogies. Me and Stone Cold, me and The Rock, me and Triple H. I can't let you take that because all them trilogies I've been in it. So I can't let you do that. So there won't be a third. So you can have a third, but this won't be at WrestleMania. I can't let you do that. So
why not?
There won't be no Roman Reigns and Cody 3. I can't allow that.
Why not?
Because I'm not going to let you upstage me. I'm not going to let you do it. Think about it.
See,
Rod.
it's fun. It's funny.
Rod.
Listen,
Rod.
it's funny.
Who has the best trilogies in WWE history?
We know that. But I'm not taking anything.
The Rock Phase 2, Stone Cold, trilogy. Triple H, trilogy. Hell, you want to call Undertaker? Trilogy. Fuck. That 3. That's already 3. Goldberg. I'm not going to call that. Trash. I have the best trilogy. Chris Jericho. Kurt Angle.
But this man only has one trilogy. And it's better than all of your shit.
And I'm not going to allow you to do that. That's the problem. I'm not going to allow you to do that. I'm not going to allow you to have this. I can't let you have it. I can't let you have this. I cannot let you upstage me right now. Look, thank you for your tenure. I cannot allow you to have a third match to outstage me. Because remember,
their third match is a Hell in a Cell.
Whose?
Cody and Roman's.
No. This a regular match.
No.
You don't got time for that. They too old to be doing that shit.
No, that'd be the perfect match.
No. It ain't gonna be that. Rock ain't gonna let you do that to him. I'm telling you what Rock gonna do. Rock can't let you upstage me at this time. My movies already.
You would say CM Punk was too old for a Hell in a Cell match, but
oh no, that nigga was old in there. That nigga was old. A minute, that nigga was asleep. He was asleep during that match. Now, when he got hit with that toolbox, no, that nigga was asleep. That nigga was asleep, and he saw that blood rushing down. He was like, ooh. Because you saw what happened when he tried to walk up the ramp.
I'm sit here and that nigga damn near died.
Drew McIntyre was almost dead. Because when he tried to hit him with that goddamn...
The crazy part, though, was the whole...
And he hit that steps.
He took the beads and shoved them down his throat. That shit was funny. Like,
I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to see thumbtacks.
I was thinking that was what...
I was like, you niggas are really playing homage. That's how you do it. Yes. But then when that were beads, I was like, this nigga crazy.
But no, when he took that chain and wrapped that bitch around his knee and said, it's time.
That running knee?
No, the GTS.
No, yeah, I know. That shit. Ooh wee. And he took it too. He was asleep. He was asleep.
Out.
Now, when CM Punk went through that table.
It wasn't even a table. It was just still steps for me.
No, I thought he was dead with the table. Because he went through that table pretty hard. And he was 8 more. I was like, damn, don't kick out.
But then you see when he hit him with the steel steps the first time, and CM Punk was like that.
No,
against the cage, just.
And that was the light one he hit him with too. He got a ding. I was like, no, stop it.
That's when they busted him open the first time.
Stop it. I was like, nah, come on, ref, check him. That nigga sleep.
He dead.
That nigga sleep. Oh man, when he went through that table, I was like, no, he ain't getting up.
He got up.
And then that toolbox came out. Now he had to hit him with the toolbox though. Drew took that shit.
He was like.
Now I'm gonna tell you what really did him in.
I'm gonna tell you what scared me though with that whole match. Remember the legs that came off the table and it had that little sharp, jagged edge in the middle of it.
That nigga crazy.
And Drew barely put his arm up to push it out the way because he was aiming for his throat.
You crazy.
And Drew went like this and he knocked that little piece out the way right before it came down on him. I was like, bruh.
Man, fuck that. Did you see the wrench? That nigga wrenched his head. God. I was like, no. I think the first one did it. He had to do that. He snatched that bitch and I was like, oh man. I was like, damn, that hurt my stomach. That shit hurt.
Yeah, that was one of the best Hell in a Cells we have seen in forever. Not gonna lie.
If I had to rank them, of course, the first one, Undertaker versus Mankind.
But see, here's the thing.
Undertaker versus Triple H after that. I know what you're going to say. Roman Reigns versus Jay. Because I like that shit. And then you add his brother in there to, don't do it, please. And you know he wasn't going to say, I quit. And then you chose
Was that Hell in a Cell or that was just a cage match?
No, that was Hell in a Cell. And he choked that nigga out in front of him and made
him throw in the towel.
And we said,
that was Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, that was Hell in a Cell. I gotta
go back and look at that. I thought that was just a regular cage.
That was Hell in a Cell. That after that, I'm gonna put CM Punk and Drew. After that, Mankind and Triple H.
Any Hell in a Cell with Mankind and Triple H is with Mankind in general because he
tore that cuff too. Listen, Mankind to me will always be the ass taker. Because he always get his ass beat. Always. WrestleMania and Edge. Spear through that fire table. Thrown off the cage. You know who took a good one too? Rikishi. Rikishi took a good choke slam off that bitch into that yard truck. That hate truck. Armageddon.
I have to go look at
Triple H, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Rikishi, The Rock, Stone Cold. Armageddon, Hell in a Cell. Mick Foley tried his hardest to say this match is happening. Vince McMahon tried to stop it, said no, it's too brutal. It ain't gonna happen. He tried to convince everybody not to do it, and they all wind up kicking his ass and doing it. That shit was fucking. Mr. McMahon brung out that truck to pull the cage off, to break the cage, and goddamn Mick Foley came out, dapped his ass. Great. Can't beat that. But I tell you what, since we on Mr. McMahon,
that motherfucker there.
I don't think he did it. He was too up for it.
Again, though, as I said before, and I'd say again, you will admit certain things, but that is one that R word you will never admit.
I don't think he did it. He was too up for it. And that if that was such the case, Sable came back. So you still think he did it?
Money.
You still think? Money. And then did a skit on it, bringing it up. No, he didn't do that. I'll tell you one thing. I learned a lot from Mr. McMahon's lynching.
But see, here's the problem with that though, right?
That was a lynching.
Here's the problem that I have with what you're about to say with that, right? My problem with that is that if he was so innocent, right? If he was so innocent, why was he trying to get everybody to ban? And because even you can't even show clips of it on TikTok. So some of that, a lot of that shit there is something is different. Because if you were so sure that you didn't do none of this shit, right?
I don't think he did it.
No, think about it. Why would you have bans in place where folks can't even talk about the shit on TikTok?
Because
you put it on, no, come on, let's be honest. Let's be honest with ourselves. The only time you hide shit or don't want nobody to know something is because either they this close to the truth or they actually telling the truth.
But he had so much scrutiny as it is.
No, but again, everything else was in the news. So the problem with that is, when you think about it, again, why was everything about that show banned on any social media platform? You couldn't show none of them on TikTok.
Why I can understand, because them people in that documentary really screwed Vincent McMahon in the beginning, the middle, and the end.
But again, it's been
fucked up.
It's been other documentaries that they didn't do like that.
But this one was different, right?
How is it different?
It's a documentary. They fucked that nigga over.
Okay, you had the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary that was made by Netflix. You've had the John Wayne Gacy, all that stuff.
They dead.
No, it doesn't matter if they're dead.
They dead.
No,
and that was the truth.
You're not listening though.
They're not alive to say that none of that is true.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. It's a documentary.
Vince McMahon would have never did that shit knowing if they were going to bring it up and did it. Because he said, oh, before this happened, this is, the case was open. So why would you bring that up? Just bring up the other shit. Bring up the stuff.
Again, but
I thought this was a documentary on my life.
No, it was.
Shit.
How fucked up you was.
The good, the bad, the ugly. And most of it was bad and ugly. That shit was crazy. I watched a public lynching. They lynched that.
But they lynched him before that though. Before the documentary even came out though.
Oh, they lynched that motherfucker. And I'm looking at it. Me and my wife sat down and looked at it, and I'm like, dog, damn. And then they like to highlight something good he did. I was like, finally something. Then
and then here come all the
scrutiny. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, come on.
So here's my thing.
That was a public lynching.
Here's my problem with what you just said.
That was a lynching.
Here's my problem. You just said exactly what I needed you to say. The fact of the matter is, everything that he did.
So he didn't do nothing good.
I'm not saying he didn't do anything good. You never heard me say that.
So why we really didn't flag on that?
They're ready because
the people he helped.
I'm finna tell you. I told you this. I told you this before, and I'm gonna tell you this again. Controversy makes money.
On whose end?
Netflix end.
Cause that was great. You lynched that man.
Netflix made. You know. Let me explain something to you. People forget how much money Netflix really makes. You have people who will unsubscribe from Netflix for periods of time, right? How much does Netflix cost?
Billions.
No, I'm saying how much does it cost for a month subscription to Netflix?
It varies.
Depending on your package. So right now, Netflix is $22.99. That's what you pay for no ads and everything. That's what Netflix is, right? Here's the problem with that. People unsubscribe. All of a sudden, you got this whole Mr. McMahon thing coming up, right?
Gotta come back to it.
Right.
I just didn't like it.
So $22.99 times let's say half the wrestling population, 40 million people. Netflix ain't got to do shit else.
I just didn't like it
for a month. They ain't got to do nothing. But you understand what I mean?
Yeah,
it's controversial.
It was just fucked
up.
Even
if he did.
And then look who they brung to do these fucking. Now mind you, I praise Shawn Michaels. I praise Triple H, Shane, Stephanie. Who else was the Undertaker? Even though his shit was short, it really wasn't a lot. But Undertaker, they held that bitch. Even Bret Hart, like, hey, good guy. It is what it is. Shit, bro. They still praised them. Was still Eric Bischoff praised them.
Yeah, he did.
Backed them up. But then you have people like them two interviewers, Tony Atlas, Hulk Hogan. I'm sorry, these coon ass niggas. I did not like that. I did not like Tony Atlas because he was crazy wearing them cut off shirts with the tie. That shit weird. Put on the whole suit.
But do you get what we're saying? It's still the same thing over again.
I just didn't like it. I felt like it was a lynching, but at least some people held it together to say no. Yeah, I get what this is, but I'm not gonna badmouth them and talk ill about them. Everybody else did. Hell, the documentary's already talking shit about me. You gonna bring people to talk more shit about me? I wasn't okay with that. I'm glad they put who they in, what they did, mixture with people who were just fucking hating and was a bitch ass nigga, with the people that would really show that was there and care for them. I was like, man, thank God there was somebody there to say something good. Because if they wasn't, you'll just have a buku of people distracting them. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
Well, we've already said that though about Hogan.
That motherfucker saved your pet. You know how I am on keeping your word. Right, if I tell you I'm going to do something, yeah, of course I'm going to do it. Mm-hmm. You know me, I'm going to do it. But if I tell you I'm going to do something and I shake your hand on it and give you my word I'm not, and you fuck around and turn around and do that shit anyway?
You talking about the WCW shit he pulled?
You fucking bitch ass nigga. What type of shit is
that?
That
shit was hilarious. He said, yeah, I left. I went down there to Hollywood.
I gave him my word.
And I started filming Tropic Thunder in Paradise. And
sucky ass movie, too.
No, it was a TV show.
Movie, TV show, that shit sucked.
And then all of a sudden, here comes Eric Bischoff. Hey, how you doing? I love the work you used to do over there. And how'd you feel about coming over here? Nah, I'm really doing my Hollywood thing, you know. And that's what he said. That's what Eric Bischoff said he told me.
And I believe him, guaranteed.
He said, hey, I'm doing this, and this, but you know what? What if we work with your schedule where you can still do your Hollywood stuff and then come in and
you forgetting the word. I give you a guarantee. Guaranteed contract. You a bitch ass sellout. That's the first one. The second one, if everything that I went through, WWE would have had a union, and you would have been good.
That part hurts the most.
The wrestlers would have not been injured like that. And I'm going to put it like this, because I know a lot of people don't like to talk about it. If there was a union, and a union went through, you wouldn't have Chris Benoit going crazy and losing his mind. And I'm standing by it, because that's what that guy said on there. That he had, what was it, a CTI?
The concussion. He had concussion.
And I believe that guy. I was with that guy. I didn't agree with Vince McMahon saying where is wrestling. Well, no, you come from an era where these motherfuckers were doing that anyway. I agree with the guy because, damn, I looked at Chris Benoit's brain and there was so much damage. I believe
because back in the WCW days, it was WCW was more violent than WWE.
Come on, hip flying. Well, no, I'm not even gonna give you WCW. Remember, he came from ECW.
But that goes back to what I'm saying.
And his flying and his move is the flying headbutt. They even show how he took chair shots. I'm sorry. If Hogan didn't do that bitch ass shit, you would have had a union, and you wouldn't have
him or Owen probably, because they wouldn't have did that. I think they would have had things in place to keep them from doing certain type of stunts. Because you notice you've never seen that particular stunt done again.
Shawn Michaels, that's it. Well, no, I think Shawn Michaels did that before that.
No, Shawn came in
with the.
That's a zip line though. That's different. He didn't do the zip line. He wasn't doing the zip line. I don't think it was.
Well, that's the same shit coming from the rap. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have had it. Hogan is a bitch ass nigga. Hogan's is a bitch for that.
I mean, I do agree
that's
with
not
you with,
right.
with the whole.
You stopped the
whole union thing. I do agree
Eddie
with you.
Guerrero wouldn't have died. You look at every wrestler that's died from here to then. Yokozuna would have never died because they wouldn't have let him wrestle because of his health, and they would have took account of it and put a stop to it. Look at every wrestler who's died of a brain injury, and Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, they died. You wouldn't have Owen Hart coming from the fucking ceiling. For what? He would have had to say, no. Ultra said, I can't come from that ceiling now.
He said,
I can't do that. Hogan stopped everything because you were fucking selfish.
Scab.
You and H were friends, and you stabbed that nigga in the back because of. Let's be honest. You was the only one really that had a guaranteed contract.
Nobody else did.
Mind you, with all the stupid shit you've done. Yes, and name it. Okay, cool. You went on there. You know you taking steroids.
Steroid scandal.
And you went in there and told them you wasn't on steroids, and they proved that you was on steroids. You're a fucking idiot. You went on that show and told them you wasn't. And Vince McMahon told you, no, don't do it. I got it. I handle. Just don't talk about it. You go in there and talk about it. If you look at it, Vince McMahon told him don't do a lot of things.
Yeah, he did it.
And he went on and did it. And put him in jeopardy. Steroids. Mind you, McMahon said, yeah, I took steroids. I took it. But at the time, they were legal.
I'm not even a wrestler, so it doesn't even matter.
They were legal.
But even then, him not being a wrestler, it does not matter.
But that's bullshit. I don't care.
For Vince, it doesn't
matter.
For
Vince, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. For Vince, it doesn't matter.
For him,
but for Hogan, it's a different story.
To go and tell these people, I'm not on steroids. Who told you that? And then we test you, and you already. And then you got niggas like Tony Atlas. Yeah, I've seen them all do steroids. I've seen them all take drugs. I've seen them all touch them girls. I've seen them all. I seen the referee with them underage minors that we had helping clean up the ring. Bro, what the fuck? Are you stupid? What are you talking? So y'all went on there and really admitted that, hey, Vince McMahon really had a hand on it that he did know. And Vince McMahon telling you, I just don't know about that. So you're calling me a liar on my own documentary that's really out to do me in the first place. I'm sorry. Hulk Hogan is the reason why wrestling is horrible.
I believe you.
Because I could have had I won't see people like Seth Rollins be injured like that back to back to back. You'll still have Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit working.
I don't know about working, but
you'll still have them working. Yes,
you'll have them around. They probably be the ones like Arn Anderson coming out. I don't see them wrestling.
They'll still be wrestling.
Not Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero would have still been wrestling. Yes. Let me tell you why.
Eddie maybe. I don't see Chris.
I'm telling you both. Because mind you, Chris Benoit went too soon.
I see Eddie, yeah. Because
I see them both.
Because Ray's still wrestling. Him and Ray around the same time.
If Rey Mysterio's still wrestling, and I wrestle with the same time as Chris Benoit, and then you think they want to be wrestling? Chris Jericho is still wrestling. Edge is still wrestling. These are people he's wrestled with. But they're probably in the same age bracket. He still would have been wrestling today. He still would have been out there. Hell, if John Cena out there goddamn throwing his body, he still would have been out there. They cheated. Hulk Hogan cheated these people. I'm blaming him for Chris Benoit's death.
That's tough.
I'm blaming him for Chris Benoit's death.
That's tough.
I'm blaming him. Why? Because, like the guy said, if there was a union, there would be normal health scans, health benefits, people to check. Because, again, what did the guy say? I checked his brain, and there was so much damage that, damn, at any given time, it could have self-destruct. Where was the WWE hotline back then? There was none. Because remember, that was the thing. That's what H wanted. H wanted a hotline. H wanted a health plan. H wanted benefits to save the wrestlers. H wanted where wrestlers don't have to work 7 fucking days and take a break. No, I'm blaming you for Chris Benoit's death. I'm blaming you for Owen Hart's death. Because if it wasn't for you, again, I wouldn't be coming down from the Raptors like I'm fucking Spider-Man. Because that wasn't my job to do that. No, I'm blaming you for that. I told somebody else that. They was like, how can you blame them? And I explained to them. It was like, damn, when you put it like that, yeah, they'll still be wrestling today. They wouldn't? They'll still be wrestling. I'm blaming you for that. I'm blaming you for this. I'm blaming you for horrible creativity. Mind you, you're the reason why WCW went down in the toilet in the first place. You and Kevin Nash. Creative control. Guaranteed contracts. To niggas, I don't need guaranteed contracts. I'm blaming you. I'm blaming you for these deaths. I'm blaming you for these accidents. I'm blaming you for Road Warrior. Remember, Road Warrior was on drugs.
Way on drugs.
Union there. We've been
that way, yeah.
That would have been stopped. He would have been helped, rehab, all that. How did Randy die? The Nacho Man, how did he die?
Same thing, drugs.
No, you're the reason why this is happening. You're the fucking reason. Nigga, when they say, damn, what happened to wrestling? You. Because if it wasn't for you snitching, oh, hey Vince, they trying to do a union on you. You might want to. Why? Why would you do? Nigga, when that benefited you. But, oh, my bad. You the one making the money. Only one making the money.
He was the only one with a guaranteed contract.
Come on.
The only one that had TV shows at that time. Be honest, he was. He was the only one with TV shows. Remember, he had his own fucking wrestling cartoon. Hulk Hogan and the whatchamacallits or some shit like that.
Come on. So let's be fair. Let's be honest.
Well, I can't say that because Sergeant Slaughter had his because he was part of the Joes. So.
But Sergeant Slaughter didn't do no low down dirty shit, did he?
No, he didn't. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying when I said I was correcting myself because remember what we just
around that time Hulk Hogan was the only one hottest thing around.
Right. And the only reason why Sergeant Slaughter had what he had because
Hogan.
No, not because of Hogan. I'm talking about the fact that he was quote unquote a wrestler who was in the Army and G.I. Joe. So it merged together. Because remember, G.I. Joe came out, Sergeant Slaughter wasn't even part of that crew.
Nope.
But they found a way to put WWE into G.I. Joe because of him. So
tell me if I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong. I'm not going to go.
I'm blaming him for the deaths.
I can't blame him for the deaths.
I'm blaming him for the deaths.
I can't blame him for the deaths.
Because HR would have stopped. Come on, if you had a union, they would have stopped that. Hotline number would have stopped that. People who know.
Now I
hear what everybody said, Ron. Oh man, we noticed something was off.
I can deal with possibly Owen and
I'm giving you Chris Benoit.
And Chris. Other than that, I can't put it on nobody else because Eddie was Eddie. Let's be clear about that.
I'm giving you Eddie. He was on drugs.
But that could have been something before even that. I get where you coming from. I get where your heart is at and what you're trying to say. And I get what you're saying. You feel like if it had been a union, maybe, just maybe,
it would have been stopped.
No,
even if not stopped, it would have been brought to attention.
But again, you're playing devil's advocate by saying if they had, even if they had, and he still did what he did, then you can't use that.
But it could have been stopped.
No, it couldn't. Because remember, people are going to do what they want to fucking do. So if
rehab and thing was a big...
Rehab doesn't help everybody. I know people who went to rehab and came back the same way. So...
remind you.
So, I mean, you have to think about that. There's people who've been to rehab, came out, and was still the same way.
So, yes, I forget. I'm blaming them for Yokozuna. The weight. Because union, you've seen our jobs. How many times have they told the people that was over, hey, we got classes just in case, for heart problems to get you back on track.
But again,
I'm just saying.
But I'm just saying that's if a person's willing. You have to remember with certain things, sometimes people will feel like they don't have a problem, regardless of what you tell them. That's just like a person who drinks or smoke, right? A person who drinks, right? You can sit here and say, you drink too much, this, that, you need help. What if they don't want your help? What if they feel like they don't have a problem?
Well, union gonna fire you.
No, you not. No, they not.
Union gonna let you go.
They're not gonna let you go.
Union gonna get you right.
As long as it don't interfere with the job.
But
neither.
it is in the.
No,
it
it's
was.
not. No, it wasn't.
Owen.
Not Owen.
The Ultimate Warrior was going crazy.
I'm referring to, let's say, Eddie. Eddie's addiction didn't kill him in the ring.
That chair shot did.
No, it didn't. It was everything after that.
It just.
So you can't sit here and say a union would fix it. No, it don't. Because you've been a part of union, and you know that shit only works if both sides agree to certain things. You know that.
But
so here's the thing.
But a union will in place something. And
no, because you can sit here and say, okay, you go to AA, and that's it, right?
Because I've seen the union at my job right now save me from getting in trouble. I've seen a union from my job, same job, told a guy, because he said he had liquor and stuff, gave him things to go through, all that, and then told you, hey, you can't come back here until, hey, you took these classes and all that,
and
you
what
won't
happened?
Be wrestling.
He came back, Sylvester, came back, and still did the same shit.
Hey, a union was in place. You can't say a union didn't at least extended their hand and did everything they can.
That's my point. I'm saying,
but we never had the opportunity to do that.
But you can't sit here and say if he did it though. I'm going back to this example you just gave me because I know who you're talking about. I work with Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa, who ran the cafeteria, works with me. We talk about all the Gate Gourmet shit all the time.
Okay.
And it was the same thing with Sylvester. Yes, the union was there. The union told him, hey, you got to go take these classes. You got to do this. You got to do that.
And you can't come back.
And guess what? He took those classes, came back, and still did the same thing. A person is only going to do what they want to do. So it wouldn't even matter.
So if they would have told Chris Benoit, your brain is damaged. We see some things, and like how the guy said, you don't think the union would have been like, hey, yes, send you to some doctors. Yes, get you on the right path because remember, at the time, they didn't have that.
But I'm telling you, though, even then, even if he would have did all that and said, you know what, it's still my choice to do what I want to do.
At least he had the option. That would have been okay.
But
if that was in place.
But that's still saying the same thing, though. It's still putting you back to square one. He made the decision he made.
But we still don't know what it would have affected.
It might not have, but here's the thing.
Stopped it.
You're speaking of what ifs. We don't live in a world of what ifs. Let's be clear. Because if that was the case, everything would be fixed
So you say they wouldn't make no difference?
I'm saying a person will do what they want to do. So I'm not saying that
Owen Hart would have came off that thing because that's what he wanted to do.
If he signed off on it, yeah.
But he didn't want to do that. We both. But when I'm on the contract, you and I know when I'm on the contract, hey, boss man say, man, I need you to fly out that window like Iron Man. Nigga, you better get on your boots and see if you can fly. And it is, and it's not funny, it's sad, but that's the truth.
That's the reality.
That's
part of the reality of not having a union.
And that's what Brett said. Because look what Brett said. Brett said, yeah, I don't know if I was there and my brother wasn't going to do that. My brother didn't want to come from no Raptors. He wanted to wrestle. We come from a wrestling family.
We don't fly.
We don't do that. We don't come off no top ropes. We don't come from no ceiling. If I was there, that wouldn't have happened.
My point is this. It's still the same thing. Even if, say the union was in place and they told him not to do that, right?
He would have did it. He wouldn't have did it.
I'm not saying he would.
I'm going off of what Brett said, no, and that's his brother said. My brother did not want to come from them top.
That might be one of the few things that you could honestly say, yeah. He
did not want to do that.
That might be that. For that particular one.
Union would have stopped that.
But when you're coming to the terms with Chris Benoit.
Chris Benoit is talkable now.
No, it's not.
It's debatable. It is.
Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero, Yokozuna, all those are personal issues. You can put
that a union, as long as a union says, "Hey, we notice you having an issue. Just do. I want to put you through this."
and they tell you no, I'm good. Then you can't the same thing.
And I'm
happens.
okay with that.
So
because,
you can't. That's why you
because
can't,
union came out.
But you can't say what
but
it.
I-
You
but I
keep
had
saying
the
what
option.
else. No, you don't.
I had the option. At least the
No.
union came and gave me the option.
No.
And someone.
That's not saying that's an option.
I saw
All
that.
that's saying is that someone could have told them plenty of times that what you do. Let's be clear. You don't think they family or anybody had something else to say about that?
Remember on the documentary, well, all of them. Let's just go with Chris Walls, because that was like, I'm surprised they even let them talk about it. But of course, the whole family's dead. Nobody can really. Mom dead, dad dead, wife dead.
Yeah.
So no one can really say, "Hey, you can't talk about it." He went on and said, everybody around them was saying something ain't right. We noticed. Mind you, they said we noticed. Nobody came up and said anything. No one said stop it. No. Now I'm not knowing what the wife said now, because again, that relationship is different. But a lot of them people even, oh yeah, I knew something was up, but I never really said anything. Rikishi with Yokozuna, because you gotta hear these people talk, because that's the crazy part, because they tell on themselves. Yeah, we seen him getting bigger and bigger, but he was performing, so you noticed something was wrong with Chris.
Again, though, that goes back to, even if you notice, when you start talking to people about their problems and the things that you see in them, it changes the dynamic of things. So you have to be, a lot of people
walk with caution.
They walk with caution, or they don't say anything. They just observe from a distance.
I just would have liked the option, Ron.
But I don't think that. I don't think that would have stopped Chris from doing what he did. And Eddie, I don't, because.
Okay, not stop, but it could have been prevented. Could it not have been prevented?
Because I think when you do what he did, that shit was premeditated.
So no, that's how that guy said he had issues in the brain, not thinking. Mind you, I was mad at Vince McMahon for that, for not at least attempting to listen to what the guy had to say. Because remember, the guy was a wrestler, and he got into a concussion, what made him look into it more. And when he bugged the Vince McMahon, I was like, "Hey, you should really see that, because there's a problem. You might want to look at it." No, it's not. Wrestlers do this shit all the time. No, remember, we're talking about a man that's going off shit that happened years ago, trying to relive something, and you can't get that with this is a new generation. Shit like that happens. It wasn't a problem to listen to what the guy had to say, because what the guy had to say was factual. Chris Benoit's dad said, "Go ahead, examine my son's brain, because I need to know what happened." And when he examined his brain, and remember on the thing, all of his brain was lit up like a Christmas tree. That showed that he had issues, and he said that would have led to bad thoughts. That would have led to more concussions. He could have passed out at any given moment. His last headbutt could have been it for him.
But here's the issue with what I'm saying.
That could have been prevented.
But that comes from him. Again, if someone has now, I'm pretty sure someone in his family told him.
I'll tell you the wife. I'll give you the wife. Baby, something's up. Maybe you might want to stop, baby. It's a little bit too much.
And here's the thing.
You're not acting yourself.
Even then, like I'm saying, and I'm telling you this from that standpoint. You can tell a person that you see something wrong with them, but if the person does not want to see it in themselves, it does not matter who says what.
But how did we know he did it?
I'm sure his wife said something. I'm 100% sure. And again,
because at one point he wasn't wrestling, remember?
And again, he was trying to be a family man. I remember.
One point he was not wrestling.
Here's my thing.
He took a hiatus, but the damage was already done.
But here's the thing: if you don't want to hear nothing, and you know this firsthand, because we've been through this as employee and employer, if you don't want to hear something, you not gonna care what anybody tell you.
Why we don't know he did it though?
We talking about his wife, someone that's been with him, got children by him, his dad. Somebody has said something to this man.
Now, who's to say he didn't seek help?
And he
because
still,
we don't know.
Again, even if he sought help and he still did what he did, that's a choice that he made. You can't sit here and say...
remember what the guy said. The damage was already
done.
So if he would have went to got his brain checked or a scan, he already was suffering with so much stuff. Like I said, I'm not okaying the murder because you.
It's not that part.
I'm just saying.
It's not that part that I'm talking about. The main point at the end of the day is this, and we're gonna get ready to close in a minute. Is this, and this is a life lesson here, with anybody that you deal with, people that you know, people that you see. If you tell a person something and they don't want to see it, because
we're assuming though.
No, because clearly. We're not assuming, because I'm pretty sure his wife said something to him about his issues. His dad said something to him about his issues. I'm not going to say his kids did because his kids were too young at the time. But his wife, his dad, if his mom was still alive, maybe she said something too. We don't know this. But
that's what I'm saying. Assuming that if they did say something,
and I'm pretty sure
then that's on him.
That's on him.
But we'll never know, because remember what that... Because I look at some of the documentary with the father, like, and the family, because I think the mother and father were still alive, but then the mother wound up dying. But then the father said, no, I need to know what happened. Listening to the father is like they didn't notice that he was going through something. Just listening to him, not knowing what the wife said, but listening to, because the way because I went back and looked at that, because, I do my little homework on that. Listening to what he was saying, he didn't tell his son nothing. He felt like his son was okay. Hey, you just fatigued, you tired, you working a lot. Hence the reason, remember the hiatus. So he already had a hiatus from the business anyway.
But that goes to tell you right there, some people, and another problem with this is...
might assume that you're okay.
If you don't say nothing. And that comes to you as a personal issue. It's just like you. When that day you told me I didn't hear from you for that weekend, and you told me you had an anxiety attack. Yeah. See what I'm saying? People keep stuff to themselves for certain reasons. So even if he was going through things, it can go either way, no matter how you look at it. If he was going through stuff and he knew something was wrong and he didn't seek help, or if he was going through something and he did try to seek help, he still did what he did. Well, and I'm not talking about the offing of his wife or anything like that. I'm speaking in terms of a human being, just in general.
Well, according to what the guy said, he wouldn't have had a level thinking mind anyway. So he could have been hearing voices.
I mean,
he could have been suffering from dementia. He could have been
It's just the point that I'm making is...
I was just scared.
I can't sit here and say a union would have saved it.
Just scared.
That's my point that I'm making.
I was scared looking at it.
Now, at this point in time, would a union be good? Yeah. But they're not going to do it because, again...
Triple H son came in and changed that shit.
He done added things to make things
You're not working 7 days. You're not taking the chair shot. You're not taking the stunner and the
pile drivers and stuff like that.
Not, now, mind you, cool. But we're looking at the picture, right? Because I looked at that CAT scan of his brain, and Ron, I'm not gonna lie, it bothered me a little bit, because damn, that was a lot of damage. I didn't see a piece of his brain that looked healthy. So let's go with that. Let's go with the rest of today. Who does a flying headbutt now? No one.
Well, Rhea does the headbutt smash. She does that.
Well, her and Drew, but they barely do that.
For me, it's not even about that. I think for me now, it's just unions are not everything that they're cracked up to be. Of course, we both been part of them. But, at the end of the day...
In the wrestling field, that's something different.
Right. And they don't have a union for wrestlers. Let's be clear, they don't.
But
because of the implications that it would cause...
a mutiny.
Yeah, so...
Which I listened back and listened what Ace wanted.
And I think...
And that wasn't bad.
Back then, if you would have had the union in place, then,
It would
and
have carried on.
It would have carried on and probably would have got better.
That's what I'm saying. That would
But-
have stopped Chris.
I'm not saying
Even
I still don't believe
it would have opened up a door.
I still don't believe that would have stopped him from doing what he
Because
did.
we're talking about, what year was that? 98?
Yeah,
Well, wait, 96, 98?
98.
So now from 98 to when did Chris Benoit die?
No, the Union was way before that.
No. When did Chris Benoit die?
Chris Benoit died in 98 because I was out of high school.
No, he died in 2000.
No, I'm saying it was after I was.
Chris Benoit died, what, 2004?
I was working at Hollywood Video in Union City, so I want to say somewhere between 2002 and 2004.
2002, 2004?
Because I remember when it happened because I was working.
And they shut down. It was like...
I was at work, and I walked over because there's a Papa John's right there next to what used to be Hollywood Video. It's a Advanced Auto now. Walked over there. I was getting my dinner, coming back, and my friend came in and told me, because we were all big wrestling fans, like, you heard Chris Benoit just committed suicide. I was like, damn. So, but
98. So from 98 to what? 2002, 2004. How many years is that, Rod? So you can't tell me, like how you said, it would have just got nothing but better with the times changing.
The Union thing was way before 98 though.
That's what I'm saying.
The Union thing was way before that.
But that's what I'm saying. So we're talking about what Ace Ventura was wrestling what in
Jesse
the 80s? JC was it 80s?
It was 80s.
80s, 70s. So from the 70s to 2004, you can't tell me. Well, yes, say 2000. From the 70s to 2000.
I feel like certain things.
That shit would have been upgraded like a motherfucker.
Because I would have felt like
it would have been better, like you said. It would
by then it would have been better.
Yeah. By 2000, oh man, nigga, you ain't wrestling without a goddamn helmet on, pads. Oh no, you got to cover up. Hey, you would have had people coming out there. Did you feel comfortable with that match? Did you feel like you got slapped to the mat?
And I think that's what the problem was. You take away the core essence of what it is, of what wrestling is.
And Jesse wasn't wrong, because now you have people checking on you.
I think as far as mental health would be, because mental health wasn't a thing back then. It wasn't. So now it is.
You'll never see another Chris Benoit shit happen again.
No, you won't, because you have people who check on your mental health now, not just your physical.
They had the doctors in place right there. They have doctors right now. If your ass get a concussion, look at AJ Styles. What happened to him last week?
Yeah,
his fucking leg gave out. What they do?
Match.
They stopped it right there. Didn't continue.
And Carmelo ate a BFT.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's who they should have been checking on, because that nigga neck
went back. Now watch this. That's what I'm saying. From the 70s to 2000. Yes, just say 2000. Rod, you would have had that place sparkly clean. You would have. He touched you in your balls. Did you feel like he fondled you? Even better yet, after the match, come sit down with me. Let me check your eyesight. Let me check your body. Let me check it. Let me make sure you're okay. No bodily harm. Rod, that from the 70s to 2000s, that would have stopped Chris Benoit. Maybe that would have stopped a good portion of what was going on with Chris Benoit. That would have stopped from the 70s to 2000s, how shit was evolving. That would have stopped Chris Benoit. Mind you, Destiny's Destiny. Maybe he didn't kill his family, and we'll be inducting him into the Hall of Fame. But I say we never got that opportunity because Hulk Hogan said, hey, Vince, they're trying to do a mutiny. You might want to be careful. Now we stopped everything. Now we in the 2000s, 2000. We're in the 2004, and wrestlers are dying. Wrestlers are getting sick. Wrestlers are getting injured. That's all I'm saying. From the 70s to 2000, man, that shit would have been easy, and Chris Benoit would have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. So would Owen Hart. You wouldn't have so much defection. You wouldn't have so much issue. Mind you, like you said, now, hey, that ain't flying. We checking you. Come on, let's go to medical. Now they doing that. Imagine if they said, hey, come on,
But
let's
again,
go to medical.
You got different people in charge than you do then. So
Back then, Vince McMahon wasn't doing that shit.
that's what I'm saying.
And that's why I gotta blame Vince McMahon too, because
I can't blame him for a death.
For the death,
I can't blame him for a death, but
the cause, yes. I can't blame you for the death because hey, if God says your time, it's your time. But I'm blaming you for the cause. I'm blaming you for the cause.
Well, he wasn't part of. Remember, he wasn't part of WWE for a while though before he died. Remember,
Vince McMahon?
No, Benoit.
No, he was taking a hiatus.
But he was part of
Part-time.
He was part of WCW for a majority of his career.
No, when he had that
ECW, and WCW.
When he had that,
he was still part of WCW before because he was
on WWE.
No, it was right after they merged because that was around the time
when Vince bought. No, he was on there. So we're looking at him. He won his first title in what, 2001, when he beat Triple H Shawn. He was there for a while. Then leading into Undertaker's time, and he was still there when Paul Heyman was still run. He was still there. He was there around all that time. That shit sucks. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to blame Hulk Hogan and McMahon for the death. I can't blame that because if you die, you die.
But remember,
I'm blaming you for the cause.
You didn't have protection from moves neither. Let's be clear, you didn't.
Come on,
it's
the cause.
But it's different now.
Look at Stone Cold Steve Austin. Remember when Owen Hart hit him with that tombstone, that pike, that spiked tombstone driver, and almost broke his fucking neck? No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to blame you for the death, but I'm going to blame you for the cause. Hulk Hogan, I'm blaming you for the whole thing. I'm not going to blame you for the death, but I'm blaming you for the whole thing. Because had you had not stopped that shit in the 70s, 60s, in the 2000s,
that'd be different. But you're right on that. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's been
little tough talk.
Those are the things, the uncomfortable conversations that you have to have sometimes. And like I said, a person gonna show you who they are no matter what. And I say that to say this. Then this is my closing statement for the day. You know, we've all been through some heartaches and some travesties. You know, a lot of people in certain places been affected by this hurricane that just went through. And it's a lot of, I'm gonna say this, not trying to push a political issue or anything like that.
Yeah, Trump started that bullshit. You can say it.
No, it's not. This is not even a Trump thing. This is something else.
But you know he started that.
Yeah, he started everything. But at the end of the day, please educate yourself on certain things. People will show you who they are right in front of your face when it's time for you to see it. And this is just my take. I unfollowed a few people on TikTok because I just didn't like what they did. You know, I'm a firm believer of
at least be open-minded to look
to research things, but to
now,
come
if you
out
still find the information, you still want to run with it. That's your business.
That's your business. But don't put it out there for everybody else, because we have come to agreement. Me and him both have come to agreement when it comes to certain people. No matter what's the true information that's put out there, you're going to believe what this person says, no matter what. And I don't want to get in the name calling. He already called the name out.
They eating the dogs, man.
And at the end of the day, it's sad that you have people, and I don't even know what to call them. I can't call them MAGA. I can't call them Republic. I just call them people who eat every word that this man says, and the lies get spewed and things get said, and the first time something doesn't go their way, or you don't like what you see, and you start spitting the same thing that everybody else spits. And I'm sorry. I feel bad for those who still follow these people.
Don't feel bad,
because you're being led down the wrong road. And it's not even about being political. It's just about being smart and reading. if the government says, hey, this is what we're trying to do, and the other side is like, well, we don't want to do it because it's going to make the other side look good, you're not a human being. I could give a fuck about politics at this point.
Being honest,
you got people up in North Carolina struggling, trying to get their lights on, trying to rebuild their life because some of them have lost everything.
They're still in water.
You know, and the sad part about it is you have people in power who literally say, well, we're not going to do anything until after the election because we don't want, quote unquote, the Democrats to look good. Not realizing that you making yourselves look like a piece of shit.
With the statement.
With the whole, with that statement alone is a piece of shit because
you could really help them.
You could help these people, but you're choosing to use these people as pawns in a political game, which is stupid. I don't care. Even if you vote for Donald Trump, I don't care. But at the end of the day, you have these people who are out here trying to get to a point where they're trying to just rebuild their lives. Hell, half of them can't even rebuild their lives.
No, that's over with. I mean, it's sad.
It's sad. I mean, I don't care about the politic parts about it. He says 1 in 1,000 are covered by their insurance. And I get that. But at the same time, you're talking about people higher ups are saying, hey, we don't want to give anybody a win, so we're not going to do anything. But yet, you have a whole nother hurricane about to hit Florida.
Worse than the one that just left.
Worse than the one that just went through us. You have a whole nother hurricane going that way.
No, you just have to.
And at some point, when do you stop playing politics and start playing people?
Well, at the point, for me, I don't even care anymore. Like I said, sadly, if I pray that everybody in Florida,
if you got to get out of there, get the hell out of there. Go to the people that I know that are watching there.
Because I'm not gonna feel sorry for you if you stay, only because
you've had a week to prepare for this and get out. At least
it's that, and they don't. We've already established that they don't give a damn. Don't give them the power for you not give a damn about you, and then not help you when that shit go crashing down. So they don't give a damn, and they ain't gonna help you. That is horrible. No, it's time to call it quits. Like I said, get up out of there. If you're still there when it happens, I can't feel sorry for you because these people don't give a damn. And when the train coming through, hey, by all means, I hope it doesn't hit you as bad because that bitch.
It's going to be a Category 2 hurricane.
No, I'm saying doesn't hit you as bad because when it hits you,
it's going to hit.
I can't. Don't say, man, I need help. No, help was you getting up out of there because some people don't give a damn about you. They
don't care. That's the thing.
You can always rebuild.
You can come back. I mean, everybody's fussing about the $750 that FEMA is giving them. What people don't understand, that $750 is just to get you started, to get you supplies, that you a place to stay in a hotel or whatever. Get clear, and you can go.
And it's looking at months for that.
Yeah. So no, you get the $750 right away.
No, I'm talking about
the rebuild.
Yeah,
it takes time. But it's important to vote up and down the ballot, not just for president. Your senators, your Congress people, your mayor, your governor, because it all starts with them. It starts from the bottom. Yeah, we always look at the president at the top of the thing, but to be honest with you,
it doesn't matter. Give a damn who if he's up there or not. Nigga, vote for the people that's been in Congress for fucking 50 and 60 years.
Those are the ones that's causing all your problems.
And driving a Ferrari or the new fucking goddamn truck.
Tesla trucks and
the
stuff.
Tesla truck. Stop that shit, man.
Because at the end of the day, that's where all your problems come from. And from my reading and from what I've read, is that there are 174 Republicans who voted no to give help to add to the FEMA's budget, actually. So that right there go your problem.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Look, they just told you I don't give a damn.
Right there in front of your face.
Hey, cool. Let me pack my shit up. Let me get up out of here. Give me a hotel for a few months. Let my job know. Mind you, hell, job probably done told you, hey man, don't come into work. You good?
Yeah, they have things in place for that. And so
Stay there.
At the end of the day, yeah, I heard about the people who got trapped in the building because they said the job told them not to leave, and the job is coming back saying we told them to go home.
Yeah, bitch, please. If I know there's a ship coming, hey my dog, I'm gonna catch you. Hey.
My point in saying this is just that be aware of people who show you who they are right in front of you and don't deal with it. Because it was one guy, and I followed this guy to my heart. He was funny, talked about his daughter and everything and all that. And then for him to come out and say the stuff that he said and the misinformation he spread, I was done.
Who gives a damn?
I was done.
Hey.
Because,
it's one thing to think of something, but it's another thing for you to not take the resources you have because you in the 20th century, right? So,
there's Google, there's the internet, there's books. You can look this up and see for
yourself. Now, if you look it up and you still under the impression that no, fine.
You can have an opinion, and I'm okay with you having an opinion.
Say that, but don't say, well, this is a fact, and again, they eating the dogs. And then they come back and say, not one dog has been eaten. Not one. The dog's still over here happy. Yeah. Breathing.
Found out the lady said she thought that her cats was taken by her Haitian neighbors and they ate them. Come to find out that the cat was in the basement the whole time, lost.
And I'm calling the animal control. How the hell you don't... If my dog go missing for goddamn 2 minutes, I already know. Let me go find her. Let me see where she at.
But it's just... My thing is this, and my brother will vouch for this. Rome over here vouch for this. Do your homework. Study. Please study.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, and it doesn't take time. Educate yourself. Stop letting people educate you. You hear something like today, my brother told me something that I didn't know. And the first thing I told him was, hey, let me go look this up, which I haven't got to yet, but I'm finna once I get done with this. But again, educate yourself. The information is right in front of you. They have this thing called the interweb, the internet, whatever you want to call it. It's got Google and Bing and search.
Get your encyclopedia, nigga. They still make those.
They do. But just educate yourself, people. That's all I want. Please just educate yourself. And stop being sheeple. Stop letting people lead you like you're a sheep. Be your own leader. Do your own thing.
All right. Well, this is the last thing. Listen, I know I said this earlier. I'm going to say it again. Get rid of the baby oil, please. Take it back to the store. Do not.
If you
got baby oil, please. This is not the time to have baby oil right now. If I catch you with baby oil, I'm calling you out. What party you went to? What you doing with that? Where the baby oil going? I gotta ask you these questions because who lubing you up?
And ladies and gentlemen, on that last word of being lubed up, I am done for the day. I'm Rod. This is Rome. You've been watching the Rome
with a capital R. Now I gotta go talk to him about something.
So we'll talk to y'all next week, and y'all enjoy y'all week.